Hello. Salam senja konnichiwa, aku Hana Macchia. Hey everyone, I'm Hanmok. Hello. 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 Hold on. I wanted to put the clears. Let me do that. Currently at the oh Jesus. There you go. Hi everyone. Hi. Konnichiwa. Hi everyone. I currently have 39 clears in getting over it. We've come so far. I mostly did it off stream, and I sincerely apologize because I winded up being extremely fast in doing it. As in, like, I've gotten used to the game so much that I kind of just clear it really fast. So, yeah. So, here we are. We've come so far. Here we are. It's history in the making. I will be the first Moto NIJISANJI person that clears getting over it 50 times. So we're going to keep streaming until we hit gold. Yeah. Also, I'm not doing free talk because I feel like I'm going to be doing free talk while I play the game, because I don't really have much to think about or like commentate in the game. It's just getting over it. We all know how the game works, you know what I mean? But yeah. How are you guys doing? I forgot to eat my dinner because I was watching Spy Family and then realized, oh shit, I have to stream. That's why I was a bit late. Just a teensy tiny bit late though. I'm not like extremely late or anything like that.
If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black.
Eat your dinner. No. No, I have a stream. I gotta stream. I'm gonna wait until my dinner's all cold and get my friends really angry. Hell yeah, baby. That's how it is. That's how it is. I'm ready for my friends to nag at me. Go, what the fuck? Is your dinner cold again? But I did eat like a teensy tiny bit of coffee. But that's eating.
Thanks for coming with me.
It's a liquid lunch.
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place.
Why wait for your friend to get angry first?
Don't worry.
I don't know.
Save your progress,
maybe because I like attention. Mayhaps because I kind of like the attention. Hehe.
The author of that game is Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects.
Eat the coffee.
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely. And they're often too rough and unfriendly to
Did you eat the coffee beans? No, I didn't. I just drank it. But, you know. I just drank it, but with like a spoon or something.
Sexy hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game.
That's what I did.
It's built almost entirely out of bound and recycled parts. And it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time.
How do I do this? Why am I stuck? I haven't played the actual game in a while. Like, so what happened? What had happened with getting over it is that what do you call it? I played it a bunch over and over again. Every time I had free time, I was just playing the game. Every time I'm stressed, I just play the game, which makes it seem like I was stressed for 39 times, but don't worry about it. But I cleared it so much in like a short period of time, and then I realized, oh shit, I'm about to reach 50. Like in 11 clears. I probably should stop, and then I did stop. I planned on like playing it once, like right before stream. That was my plan. That's why there's 39 and it's not 40. Like, it's not as satisfying as like, oh, there's 40 clears, so 10 more clears. The reason why it's 11 is because I was planning to practice off stream, but then I realized I was distracted, as usual. That seems to be a reoccurring problem with Hana Macchia, or at least in my daily life. I get distracted really easily. It's so bizarre because like I don't know why. I just do. I've never
Have an
actually
idea for a new
tried to like
obstacle and
check
unbuild it.
exactly why I do
And it
get
would usually
distracted a
turn out
lot.
to be unreasonably
Like
hard.
it's not necessarily procrastinating
bring
or
myself
anything,
to
right?
make it
Because
easy.
procrastinating, I'm
I
like
already felt
like
my
procrastination
inability to
feels
get
like it's
past a new
intentional.
obstacle was
Correct
my
me if I'm
fault.
wrong.
As a player,
Like it feels like
rather than
you're
as a
intentionally
goal.
procrastinating, going like, oh, there's still time. Oh, there's still time. But from my end, it's more of a I just completely forgot I was supposed to do this one thing, and then bam, suddenly time gone. You know what I mean?
And that can be like working with
It is
quicksand
very
cement. You mold your ideas into a certain
confusing.
shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock.
You may have a form of oh, there it is, there it is, there it is again.
Not without
Don't
breaking
worry
into
about it.
pieces.
I don't want to think about that kind of stuff too much. Like whenever I oh god, I probably shouldn't have talked about this, but like whenever I what do you call it? Whenever I talk about like my problems or like my brain going ooga booga, there's always like that one person out there that says, I think you have this mental illness. And I'm like, I mean, I appreciate the concern, you know what I mean? Like yes, it like symptoms do exist, right? I kind of get it. So I can see why. You know, general symptoms do exist that show that I might have it. You know what I mean? But God, I don't know how I feel about the wording. You know what I mean? There's always like this like really like I don't know, like a wording that makes me feel very like I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions like that, man. I know it says might, and people use the. It's such a weasel word. You probably, you might. You know what I mean? It's such a weasel word to use to be like, you probably, like, everybody can use that word to say anything. You probably committed murder. Like, it's such a weasel word for me. I hate that word too, in general. Like, you probably, you probably shit your pants. You probably committed a crime, a felony. You probably, did this, you probably are this and that, but what do you call it? It never rubbed me the right way. I don't know why, but I feel like what do you call it? That's why like whenever I'm worried about somebody, I always think of it as, does it disturb your everyday life? If it does, then maybe seek a professional. That's how I word it. It might seem like even more worse in a sense, I guess, my wording. But it's better than just me saying that you might have a very specific mental illness. I don't know. At least that's me. At least that's how I view it. Because I don't know how to feel about it. Because I don't know. Because symptoms that are told, like that are available in the internet, such as like, you know, like available for people to just look up in general, I feel like those symptoms are very general. So it is possible that you exhibit those symptoms but don't actually have it, you know what I mean? Because like humans are so interesting. They're not like just black and white like that. It's very weird. So it's hard to like be like, ah, yes, if you have this symptom, you exactly have this thing, you know what I mean? Like this thing is exactly going on. Kind of like, you know, when you have a problem, it's like a kind of like if you have a problem in your life, there's no like one exact way to clear it. There's always like other ways that people would deal with their own problems, kind of. So I always like oh, this person cleared it like this, but it doesn't work for me. Oh, this person has the symptoms of this thing, but I'm not diagnosed with it. Huh, you know, even though we have the same symptoms. I wonder why. But yeah, it really makes you think how complex humans are, to the point that like everyone is so different that you just kind of you can't really just be sure about stuff like that until like somebody actually diagnoses you that's, you know, in that field. It's very weird. Also, holy shit, did he finish Orange? Did he say Orange? I didn't actually hear it. Oh, this is a very slow clear. It's okay then. Did he say the funny Orange? Oh yeah, he did. He has to have, because he's saying this thing now. Whoopsie, I'm not clearing this fast, but it's okay as long as it's a clear. That's all that matters. Maybe because I'm like kind of talking while I'm doing it. Like usually off stream I kind of just stay fucking dead silent and just focus like a maniac, or I listen to people talk. And that's also a thing that works out. Also, by the way, guys, speaking of people, did you guys know today's Rixa's birthday? That's pretty pog. You know what I mean? Go give him a happy birthday. Good old Riksha Dirender. My guy has been quite the hard worker for Nijisore and everything that's been going on, and he deserves all of the birthday wishes he could get. The staff air best boy, I know. He's such a hard worker. I appreciate it. Oh. I didn't expect to clear it like that, but okay, that works out too, man. Yes, I wish him gacha wangi and do it lancar jaya. I see. Good. We love money. Is he doing a birthday stream? He did it like in noon when he was playing Mahjong, so I believe. But I don't know. Is he doing a birthday stream right now? I have a hard time trying to check what every NIJI person is doing. He did it in the morning, right? Yeah. I believe it's not at this hour currently, I believe. Nah, he only Mahjong stream. Okay, cool. Then I am not wrong. Thank God. Whew.
You could have refused, but you didn't.
That would have been too early for me then. Yeah. You can wish him a happy birthday on twitter.com though. I like how I like how casual he was with it too, and like he was like saying something else and then going like, oh yeah, it's my birthday too. Anyway. Like it's like a not a special day at all. It's just kind of like a, oh yeah, this happening anyway kind of tweet. You're making pixel perfect moves, huh? I don't know if it is. If it is, then I would be like a speedrunner or something, wouldn't I? It is mostly just what do you call it? Instinct move. Like oh yeah, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here to do things. Rather than actual pixel perfect.
It means a lot to me.
I'm not that smart.
Endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity.
Like that. See? That was very stupid of me. I probably should have done the thing that I usually do, like kind of swing instead of jump. Jumping is it's too far, man. It makes you leap a bit too far from where you're supposed to be. So you wind up in the very smack dab middle of that thing. Of the snowman. And the snowball floating. What are those actually? See, this is like a mountain, right? Those balls have nothing supporting them. Those ball of rocks. These freaking ball of rocks. What are they? What is supporting them? Gravity? No gravity, actually. Is this like a tiny little moon? What is this? What is this floating ball? Why is it floating and why is it so balanced? Oops. Survived. Barely survived, but it's okay. Oops. Barely survived the second time, but it's okay. Now that was that's where I'm supposed to land. I'm supposed to land on that end. I'm not supposed to land on this end of the goddamn ball. That's scary. All right, here it is. Hell. He's gonna say we have the same taste, you and I. It's not a mission. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win. So I put the snake in for you. I'm insane. I'm going mental. I'm so sorry. This might am I is it weird? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've just gotten so used to it. I just know the script word by word.
Have you thought about who you are?
Oh god, ASMR.
Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes?
Am I the man in the pot?
Are you the top of his hammer?
Am I the top of his hammer?
I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer
I don't
may
think.
Not follow. Nor the man, nor the man's hand.
See, I can't monomana this part.
And this here is will,
but
his intent,
Yeah.
He embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Hana eyeing the snake slightly.
Now, you've conquered the ice cliff.
The ice cliff.
Platforms.
The platforms, the church, the rectory.
The living room and the factory.
When he said rectory, at my first thought was like butthole, you know, the rectum, and I was so confused. I was like, what? Butthole? The rectum? And then I realized he says rectory.
I'll shut up.
It is mostly just my brain going ooga booga slightly. But I'm okay. うまいな。ありがとう。嬉しい。そんなにうまくないけどね。ここにいつもスタックするの。ここにいつも迷うの。I'm always stuck here. Cause I'm stupid. Haha, butts neuron activation. Truly. But yeah, that place I never figure out how to do for some reason. This little tower thing. I just kind of pray to God. That's what I do. And just kind of peacefully land on each and every one of these like little satellite dishes. And then try to go to this one. Then peacefully land on this one as well. And then over here I also peacefully land because it's reachable with the hammer. And from this then on, you can actually just jump. And it won't really matter. Now this is the tricky part about like trying to like be fast in this game. You don't want to get hit by the rock.
Dedicate this game to you.
Like that.
The one who came this far.
You really don't want that to happen. Okay, that rock is the clear. But because I got hit by that rock you saw earlier, I'm going down again. I don't have enough momentum to actually go that far to actually clear the game. Most likely, yep, to this rock. Oh shit, sorry, my fucking slap noise. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let me mute that. Sorry about that. Work is calling me. Super whoop. 15 minutes for the clears. Alright. Update that clear into faulty. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting there. As you can probably already tell though, it already looks really gold from this on. So at this point that I could probably just stop. I could probably just stop here, like if I wanted to, but I don't. It's already gold at this point, but I want the achievement. I want it to say so over it. I want to be the 2% that clears it that much.
As I have. Or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute.
But yeah,
if you want some money at the
one of these days I'll go back to like playing Jump King or something. But oh god, I really don't like it though. See, there's a difference, right? I like getting over it. I actually understand the game and I like it. Jump King actually requires me to be pixel perfect smart. You know what I mean? Like I have to have a good gut feeling about like how long to hold a button and what position I should be in. With getting over it, there's like other ways you can do things. But with Jump King, you have to do it exactly like that. And it is pain. It is painful. I don't know how to play it. Maybe I'm just absolute dog shit at platformers. That could be it. But goddamn, Jump King doesn't feel fun to me compared to like getting over it. I love getting over it so much. Also, thank you, Leslie Lasagna, for the super chat. What about Boxman Struggle? I've never tried that before, so I wouldn't know.
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely.
Jump King's gauge mechanics. This one is centrifugal launch mechanics. What the fuck is centrifugal? You are using very big words. Is this game a platformer? I don't know. I don't think it is.
In a way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts. And it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly
physics term. Oh, I see. Big brain terms, I see. I am not a big brain.
Has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor.
No
amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly unremittingly in danger of
What if
falling
like in the end of the stream I just exclaim apue
Anyway,
right
when you
before I
start
close the
sexy
stream,
hiking,
just
you
to
stand
close
next
this
to this
chapter of my
dent
life of getting
that
over
marks
it
the way to the
finally.
entire rest of the game.
Leave it all to rest, you know.
It might take you
The
an
birth
hour
of
to get over
apue
that tree.
right here in
What
this
if you
game, you
never
know.
got past it? You
This is
prod,
where
you
it
poke
all
at it,
began,
exploring the limits of your reach
a lot
and
of
your
people
strength,
misheard me
trying to
saying
find a
up
way up
and
over.
ue,
And there's a sense of truth in that
and
lack
also
of competence.
people figured out that it might be a
Most obstacles
konata
in video game worlds are fake. You can be
konata
completely
Izumi's
confident in your ability to
wording
get
of
through
saying
them
apupue.
once you have the correct method or the correct
It is
equipment
a
just by spending enough
it is
time.
quite the
That says,
conundrum. A lot of
every
things was
pixelated
born in
obstacle
this
sexy
game.
hiking is real.
And this stream
The
right now
obstacles in
is the
sexy
closing
hiking are
chapter
yielding,
of
and
it
that
all.
makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not
I
sure
went from
Jazuo intended to
blundering
make a
and
frustrating game.
having a hard time in the
frustration is
game,
just essential to the act of playing,
possibly
and it's authentic to the
having a
process
mind break
of building
situation,
a game about climbing.
to being
Funny
at
thing
peace with
happened
it
to me as I was building this
eventually.
mountain. I'd have an idea
I
for
had a
new
moment where I had a lot of
obstacle,
fun
I'd
with
build
my
it,
liver
test
friends
it, and it would
as
usually
they
turn
tease
out to be
me
unreasonably
as I play the
hard.
game, as they annoy
But I
me
couldn't
more
bring
and
myself
more
to make it easier.
while
It already
I play
felt
this
like my
game.
inability to get past
And I
the
had a
new
moment where I got
obstacle
mad
was my
playing the
fault
game and
as a
got a
player
viral clip out of
rather
it
than as a builder.
that invited the worst kind of
Imaginary
people in the
mountains
fucking
build
world.
themselves
Holy
from their
shit.
efforts to climb
I will never say a
And
bad
it's our
Indonesian
repeated
word ever
attempts to
again.
reach the
I am
summit
kind of
that turns
traumatized
those
now.
mountains into something
But
real.
I had that happen to me.
When you're building a video
So
game
many things
world,
happened
you're building
in
with ideas.
getting over it in Hana
And that
Macchia's
can be like
channel.
working with quickset cement.
It wasn't just a
Mold your ideas
once
into a
in a
certain
lifetime
shape that
good
can be
thing
played
happened.
with.
It's like a
And in
multiple
the process
things
of playing
happened.
with them, they begin to harden and set until they're
And
immutable
soon
like
enough,
rock. And at
it's
that
all
point,
going to
you cannot
end.
change the world,
And I'm never gonna play
not
this
without
game
breaking
again.
it into pieces and starting
Because I feel
fresh
like
from
after
the
having that
base.
achievement, I don't think you're ever gonna see me like
For years
play this
now,
game on
people
stream
have
ever
been
again.
predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled
Unless
properly.
somehow
And for the
I
most part,
somehow
that hasn't happened. Because
get
the objects in
interested
the stores
in
are trash.
speedrunning it.
I don't mean they look bad, or
Which
they're
I never,
badly
I
made.
don't think I ever will be. I've never been interested to speedrun anything
I
in
mean
my
they're trash in the way
freaking
that
life.
food becomes trash as soon as you put it in
And
the
it
sink.
seems like such a frustrating
Things are
thing to
made to be
do.
consumed and
So I'm
used
not
in
sure
certain
if I will ever do that.
And once the moment is gone, they transform into
But-
garbage. In the context of
Hey.
technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
Update the game, please. Lol. I don't think he ever will.
Over time, we've
Oh my
poured more
God,
and
don't
more
do that.
refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet.
That would be such a
It now
such a
vastly
surprise, wouldn't it?
outnumbers and
Where,
outweighs
where
the
he,
pursuit of
Bennett
fresh
Foddy just
and
updates the
untainted
game
air.
completely.
When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new
Yeah,
medium,
speedrun community is something
the
else. Yeah,
lingua
for sure.
franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash.
Speedrunning requires you to
trash
like
culture,
know every
B
single
games,
exploit in the
B
goddamn
movies,
game, and it's
B
it's
music,
it's
B
hard.
philosophy.
It's hard.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A
Also, this
monstrous
hat
mountain
is
of
stuck on me
trash, the
now.
ash heap of
Oop,
creativity's
oop,
fountain.
blah.
landfill
Oh, I think
with
that's what
everything
it's
we ever
supposed to
thought of
do.
in it. Grand,
Is that what the
infinite,
hat was supposed to
and
do this
absurd.
entire time? Is it for me to get stuck on it? That would
There's
be
3D
that's pretty
models of
interesting, and that
breakfast,
never happened to
Gen
me
X's
before.
fanfic novels, Scan magazines,
there it
green
goes.
screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live Leak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and
Speedrunning
Taylor
takes a lot of
Swift mashups,
time and brain
car
power,
crash, epic
absolutely.
failed GIFs, Russian dash cam
And a
hits,
lot of like
discussions
practice,
of McRibs,
from what I've
discarded,
noticed.
forgotten, unrecycled.
It's like a lot of like practice every day for you to figure out like what do you call it? Figure out the just the brain muscle to be able to the brain memory. Oh wait, brain memory? Wait, muscle memory. Fuck. Like brain muscle, brain memory, muscle memory. That's how much I struggle to say that. Holy shit. Holy shit. I am going absolutely mental, bro.
Filed in with the bland things.
This is what happens what happens when you
When games were
when
new,
you
they wanted a lot from
when you
you,
play this game.
daunting you, taunting
your
you,
brain cells start to
besetting you,
die.
delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fix.
I love Bennett's trying her best to ignore Hana, but she just ignore him completely. Oh, he's my timer.
That's not you. You're an acrobat.
Bennett is not
You could swallow a
trying to
baseball
annoy
bat.
me. He is my timer. He is my timer boy. He is timing
Now I know,
how much
most
time
likely you're
has
watching this on
elapsed
YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with
in
10
this
million
run,
views does it
so that I
for
can
you.
figure out
Like a
like,
baby
oh,
bird being fed chewed up
like
food.
that's what a lot of people do.
That's culture too.
In that's why a lot of people have Bennett on. It's a timer.
But on the off chance that
Like
you're playing
what do you call
this,
it?
what I'm saying is,
Every
trash
time
is
you clear like a
disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be
level of the game,
What's the feeling
he
like?
starts
Are you
talking, right?
stressed?
if you haven't noticed. And if you clear it fast, he will keep talking and there will be no pause at all. Okay, that's orange, right? There will be 2 other dialogues that will involve me jumping over the orange, where he says he feels like I'm closer now, and then here he will be, and then in his one as well, in the snowball area.
It feels like we're closer now.
Now that's the mountain area after the orange.
You could have refused, but you didn't.
So probably 7 or 8 minutes have elapsed from now on, I believe, if I remember correctly.
It means a lot to me.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. There you go. And here it's like another, like, I feel like we have the same taste, you and I. So it's like roughly around 7 or 8 minutes have elapsed in this run then, because he's like going to
the same taste.
Yeah.
It's not ambition.
It's just like the total of like voice recordings that's there, like in duration, that I've just counted. And also the reason why I know is because I've cleared it before. I've cleared it fast enough for him to keep talking, like, what do you call it? For him to keep talking while I was in the middle of, like, in the space. So that's why I could figure out it's like 7 or 8 minutes. Ooh, my god, that would have been dangerous. Timer from dialogue, actually smart. Yeah. That's how I figured out, like, oh, this is, I'm going pretty fast, I'm going pretty slow. And right now I'm going pretty slow because he stopped talking. I think if you ever want to, like, speedrun this, like, to less than 10 minutes, make sure he doesn't stop talking. When he stops talking, that means you have, like, what do you call it? You've already spent, like, a good 8 minutes on the game. So make sure he keeps talking. Make sure that boy keeps talking. Gotta keep him talking, man. He gotta keep annoying you. Why am I giving you tips? Do you even play this game, chat? Chat, does any of you play this game and clear it as much as I do? Am I insane?
Have you thought
Maybe.
about who you are in this?
I am part of the 2%
Are you the
that
man in the pot?
just really likes this game a lot, I guess.
Are you his hand? Are you the top?
Oh
of his
look, I'm
hand?
stuck in the little hole. How
I
funny.
think not. Where your hand moves,
I do
the
not.
hammer may not
I see.
follow, nor the man.
I wouldn't
nor
recommend
the
it.
man will.
As
It is
in,
his
like,
will, his intent,
it's so mentally
and
destroying
embodied
the
resolve
first
in his
time you
upward
play it.
ascent.
Because that's the thing, right? That's why there's 2 achievements where it's called got over it and then got over it for real this time. Because the first time you're probably going to play it, you're probably going to be absolutely mentally destroyed by this game.
Playground, the construction site,
And then
the granite rocks,
the
and
the second time you're probably going to be able to be like,
You've
oh,
learned to hide.
that's what I need to do.
There's no way left to go but
That's
up.
why it's called
In a
for real
moment,
this
I'll
time.
Shut up. But let me say,
But yeah,
glad you came.
it's still a rage game after all. Probably better if you ever wanted to play this, to play it like when you're in a calm state of mind and you genuinely just want to play a game. You have to be a certain type of person to like it. Maybe.
I dedicate this game to you.
Oh no, I got hit by
You
the
came
rock.
This far.
Oh, another rock.
I'll
Cool.
give it to you.
Cool,
with
cool,
all
cool.
my love.
No.
Shoo, shoo, shoo. There's like a specific rock too over there that's shaped a certain way that what do you call it? That determines like where the line is for like when do you exactly clear the game. It's very funny. I've memorized that too. That little rock. But seriously though, this pot is already gold enough. It really is. So if you ever want the pot to be gold, but you do not have that time and hassle to clear it that much times, 35 would already be good enough. 35 to 40 is already a good enough clear time, like as in like clear, like what do you call it, amount for you to get a gold pot. So do that. Still a lot. And if you get to 40, there's going to be that feeling of you might as well go to 50. But again, only if you have the time. 50 clears shiny gold though. Yeah, true. This is like still like somewhat shiny gold, but not really that shiny. It's still a little dirty.
Like if you've already had
Like it's
bad
a worn
day,
out
then
gold.
what you're about
This
to go
one.
through
It's
might
not
be
a. It's not a brand new
Feel free
gold
to go away
jewelry
now.
that you got. It's like a.
I'll be here.
It's like a gold jewelry that's been kind of been passed on for years and years, and it's a little like
Alright,
rusty,
Thanks for coming with me on this trip.
just slightly,
I'll
just a
understand
little
if you
bit.
have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
What the hell is that?
This game is a homage to a
Hello,
free game that
sis.
came out
What?
in 2002
Hello,
titled
sis.
Sexy Hiking.
Nani?
The author of that game was Jazzuo,
That's
a
new.
mysterious Czech
I'm
designer
used to
who was
Hana
known at the
Nechan.
time as the father of
I'm used
B
to
games.
Hana
B
Mom
games are
or
rough
Hello
assemblages
Mom.
of found
But
objects.
hello sis,
Designers
that's a new
slap them
greeting.
together
Hello.
very quickly and freely. And they're often
Jangan
too
lupa
rough
ngerjain
and
PR.
unfriendly to
Don't
gain
forget
much
to do your
of the
homework.
following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
How has your exams been,
In a certain
child?
way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect
hope it's been
embodiment
good.
of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life,
I would rather
has certain
call Hana
essential
Oba.
properties that give the game its
Oh.
flavor. No amount of forward
That
progress
that
is
works out
guaranteed.
for me too.
Some cliffs are
I'm
too
honestly
sheer
not too
or too
offended
steep.
by it. For some reason, if I
player is
get called like
constantly,
names in English
unremittingly
and
in
Japanese,
danger of
I don't really
falling and
mind.
losing everything.
In Indonesian, however, being called like
Anyway, when you
tante
start Sexy
makes me
Hiking,
very like,
you're
uh-oh.
standing next to
I don't
this
know
dead
about that one,
tree
Chief.
that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
Auntie is the one that triggers me the
might
most.
take you an
Like,
hour to
like
get
basically
over
auntie. Like, holy shit, don't call me that. Oh no.
Prod
Why?
and you poke at it,
What have I ever
exploring
done to
the
you?
limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way
Auntie
up
makes
and
me feel
over.
very old. I don't know
There's a
why.
sense of truth in
Even
that
though it's
lack of
probably true.
confidence.
I'm probably someone's auntie
Most
out there
obstacles in video
already.
game worlds are
But,
fake. You can
oh
be
god,
completely
it
confident
do
in your
be
ability
making
to
me
get
feel
through
very
them
like,
once you have the
why?
correct method or the correct equipment or just by
I'm
spending
not that
enough
old,
time.
am I?
In that sense, every
21.
pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding,
He talks
that
about
makes the
sexy
game
hiking for a
unique.
long time too.
but I'm not sure
Like for
Jazzuo
some reason,
intended to
some
make this
dialogue is
way.
like super short.
The frustration
Like
is
the
just essential
dialogue
to
near
act
the end,
of
like the
climbing, and
orange
it's
and the
authentic
time
to the
flies
process
and
of building a game
what do you
without
call it?
climbing.
We're closer,
Funny
you
thing
and I,
happened to
and
me
then
as I
also
was
the
building this
we have the
movie.
same taste, you and
I'd
I.
have an idea
Is
for a
like
new obstacle, and I'd
it's
build it,
super short
test it, and it
and
would
like
usually turn out to be unreasonably
pretty
hard. But I
and
couldn't
pretty
bring
like
myself to make it
emotional.
easier.
But in
It
the
already felt
beginning,
like
he
my
talks
inability to
so
get past the
fucking
new
much.
obstacle
He
was
talks
my
about
fault
sexy
as a
hiking for
player
like a
rather
good,
than as a builder.
I'd say like a good 2
Imaginary
minutes or
mountains built
something.
themselves from our efforts
It's a
to
lot.
climb them. And it's our
God
repeated
damn, my
attempts
boy,
to
you
reach
really
the
like that
summit
game, do you?
that
Like,
turns
makes
those
you really
mountains
think.
into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain
It's pretty
shape
cute,
that can be
actually.
played with. And in the process of playing with
I
them,
too like
they
to
begin to
ramble
harden
about games
and
I
set
like.
until they're immutable, like rock.
So you must like sexy
At
hiking
that
a lot,
point,
you know?
You can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas. For years now, people have been predicting
Just wants to
that
let you
games
know
would
that
soon
sexy
be made
hiking
out
is a
of
game that
prefabricated
exists, and it's
objects,
pretty cool.
bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened.
Thank you, King Bun. I
Because
found
the
out that I'm an
objects in the
uncle last
stores
week
are
and had
trash.
an existential
I don't mean they
crisis.
look bad or that they're
Yeah,
badly
isn't it
made,
weird?
although a lot of them are.
Like, it's always so
I mean
weird
they're
because
trash in the
auntie
way
and
that food
uncle is
becomes
like
trash
a
as soon as
nickname
you
that
put it in the sink.
actually
Things are
like
made to be
you know,
consumed and used in a certain context.
like
Once the moment is
it's like a
gone, they
calling that
transform into
like is
garbage.
actually possible.
In the context of
One of your
technology,
relatives
those
or
moments
cousin
pass
could
by
just
in
have a child
seconds.
right now, and you would be called uncle or auntie, and
Over time, we've put
and that's
more
always
and
so
more
freaky to
effort
me
into this
slightly.
vast
I'm like,
digital
oh man,
landfill that we
it's
call
really
the
that
internet.
easy. Like it
We
also
now
doesn't
vastly
matter how
outnumber
old you are
outweighs
too.
the things that are
Like
fresh,
even if you're like,
tainted and unused.
I don't know, somewhat
Everything
like
around us is
young
cultural
or
trash.
something.
Trash becomes the new medium.
It's
the
still
lingua
possible.
franca of the digital age.
It's
You could
really
build culture
weird.
out of trash. But only trash culture. B
What do
games,
you usually do? Do
B
you
movies,
usually let them call you
B
auntie or
music,
uncle,
B
or do you like
philosophy.
tell them like, oh, just call me like miss or
Maybe this
sir
is
or
what
something?
digital culture
Or like,
is.
do you
A
ask them to
monstrous
call you
mountain of
alternative
trash,
things
the ash heap
rather
of
than the uncle or
creativity's
auntie
mountain.
option?
A landfill with
What do you
everything we
do?
ever thought of in it. Grand.
What do you
infinite,
let them call you then
uncertain.
if it's not auntie or uncle?
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live League, Facebook's got lifelike bots.
I don't
with
mind uncle,
unbranded
just
adverts
or
and
just by
candid
name.
shots of
Oh,
Kanye
right.
and Taylor Swift mashups.
If the
Car
age
crash
gap
epic
is
failed
small,
GIFs,
too
Russian
small, then
dash
I just
cam
ask them to call me Ka.
discussions
I
of
see.
McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds until some newer thing beckons and we hit refresh.
Except we just had to
And
embrace
there's
it.
years of
Damn it.
persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style.
You have reached
out of
the
sight.
acceptance stage, huh? An
In this
orange?
context,
Oh,
it's tempting to
I
make
thought he was gonna
something
say an orange.
that's gentle,
I
that
really
lets you
thought,
shake
I was
your
like,
whip
oh,
but
he's
not
gonna
hurt.
say it. Oh.
Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up?
The
in
orange is
layout?
always like the dialogue that like
File
scares the living
away.
shit out of me because that's the dialogue that starts when like time is running out
Games we
basically.
knew, they wanted a lot from
Like,
you.
oh,
Daunting,
it's really been
haunting,
it's been like what
resetting and
7
delaying
minutes
you.
now if he
Players
says
played
orange.
stoically.
So I'm always like,
Now
don't
everyone's
say
turned
it.
off by that.
Don't
They
say
wanna burn
orange.
through it quickly. A quick
There's
fix
always
for
this
the
slight of
people,
part
some
of me that
tricks
wants
and
to
tricks
clear
of the
like
fakeless.
before he finishes talking, you know what I
That's
mean?
not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat.
Plus I've thought about this.
Now I know, most likely
But
you're watching this on YouTube.
I
or
feel
Twitch,
like it's
while some dude with 10 million views
impossible
does it
for you to like
a baby bird
fall from the
fed
snake
chewed up food. That's culture
unless
too.
you're really mad. Then yeah, maybe you could fall to the snake.
But on the off
But I
chance
feel
you're
like
playing
outside
this,
of that,
what I'm
I
saying
feel like
is,
it's impossible.
trash is disposable,
Has
but
there
maybe it
ever
doesn't
been
have to
anyone
be
that like
approachable.
unintentionally fall
What's
to the
the feeling
snake
like? Are you stressed?
out of pure
Like
like
you
rage of,
dominated,
and
you
them
got this
panicking?
feeling frustrated.
I don't think
It's
I've ever seen it
underrated.
before. Also, why is my face completely dead?
An
Hold on.
orange is
An
sweet,
orange!
juicy fruit
Ah!
locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge.
He said
I
it.
only want the bitterness.
He said the
It's coffee.
orange. Oh
It's
no.
It's licorice.
It's okay.
It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user.
Why
You
do
could
people
have
play this
refused,
game?
but you
True.
didn't. There was
Usually slip
something
down
in
from the
you that
mountain
was
and can
here,
react. Oh,
that chose to
true.
continue.
Right. It's the ice climb, isn't it? The ice part.
It means a lot
That
to
makes
me that
sense.
you've come this
I feel
far.
like if you
Endured
panic
this
on that
much.
part and you like
Every
push
wide
yourself
crack,
too far
every
in the ice part, you
insensitivity.
can actually just fall to the snake.
Every setback you've
But
forgiven
again,
me is a kingly
It's
gift
hard.
that
I've
you've
done that
given me.
before. But what I wind up happening is not. I
We
don't
have the
reach the
same
snake.
taste, you and I.
This happened before actually.
Not
I'm gonna
ambition.
just tell you.
It's
What
ambition's
what
opposite.
ends up happening is usually
Obdurate mission
I get
is
so, I don't get mad,
You'll
but I
feel
just
bad
like
if you
panic
win.
and I
So I'll put
accidentally
this
push
snake
myself
in
from the
for you.
mountain, and I just leap of faith fall to the very start. Like it's not the snake. It's just actual leap of faith. Like this part with the do not ride snake, that mountain. I just go over that. I just completely go over that, and I just like gone. Bye. Adios. Back to the start I go. That's what happened to me. And I thought to myself, damn, I wish I streamed that. Holy shit, that's so funny. I was so amused. I literally was screaming like, "Wow! Wow!" I was so amused. I was like, "Oh, how the fuck that happened? That's so cool." I think about it a lot. Also, damn, I fucked up again. Bishop. I keep messing up. Okay, there you go. So you gotta like really launch yourself to the front. You know what I mean? It can't be like a casual like spinny. It has to be like a launch. You know, gotta you know. It's hard though. Like I have to
Have you
like
thought
have a
about
lot of
who you
space
are in
on my
this?
desk.
Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves,
Oops.
the hammer may not follow, nor the man.
Did you see that? Even the
Not
white
man's
thing
hand.
on my mouse of
Into
my
his
mouse is just
will,
disappeared when
his
I did
intent.
that.
He embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
This is such a nice comfy stream. Hell yeah. We went so far. I'm glad you like it. I do think getting over it is quite a comfy game
You've conquered the ice cliff. the
once you like
platforms,
get over the
church,
angry
and the
part of it.
rectory,
You know what I mean?
the living room,
When you're done
and the
being mad
factory,
about it, it becomes really
playground,
comfy and
the
nice.
construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
Once you get over it, you say, yeah, I did say that. Getting over it is such a good name for the game too. I never thought about it that way, but yeah, what a perfect name for this game. Bennett Foddy, truly genius.
I dedicate this
God
game
damn it,
to
I got
you,
hit by the rock.
the one who
Big
came
ol'
this
stinker.
far.
Hey.
I give it to you.
I'm
with
wiggling.
all my love.
No, I pushed it too far. Pull me back. Oh, not down. Don't do it. No. Okay, fine. There you go. It's that rock. 42. 11 minutes. I'm slowly getting slower and slower as time goes on. I actually got more mad at it after my first time beating it because I kept trying to reduce my time. Oh. See, that's not how you should go about this game. You should be calm. Zen. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be angry about it. You know? Because you're also talking to chat though. Yeah, true. I'm kind of like debuffed because I'm talking to chat. But I like talking to you guys, it's comfy. I would like to talk. Wow. Oh, I did the thing! That was very cool. I did a cool thing. You saw that? Ooh. Very cool thing. I never done that before. Very cool. Very epic. Very much a gamer move just now. Sorry for flexing on you guys. I'm just such a gamer like that.
If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view,
Speedrunner moment.
starting over is harder than starting up.
I like that
If
couple
you're
a
not
lot.
ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Man, I'm way too like calm to be a sweaty gamer about this though. Sometimes,
All right.
like
Thanks for coming with
the
me.
entire time as I try to clear,
I'll understand if you have
what
to
do you
take
call
a
it,
break at any point.
the game,
Just find a safe place
and
to
like
stop.
you just
Quit the game.
like stack up on
Don't worry.
clears.
I'll save your
I
progress.
I never
always,
really cared
even
too
your
much about
mistakes.
like making it as fast as possible.
This game is a
It just
homage to a
kinda
Vtuber game
happened.
from 2002.
And then
Sexy
eventually I
Hiking.
started carrying, and then when I
Also
started
that
carrying,
bit
I
with
actually
Jasmine, a mysterious Czech
like
designer
decrease in
who was known
time.
at the time as
Well,
the father of
increase in
video
time,
games.
sorry.
In video games,
Increase in
rough
time instead.
assemblages of found objects.
So maybe the key
Designers
is to
slap
not
on
care
very
and then just play
quickly
the
and
game.
freely. And they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much
Makes you really
following.
think.
They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game.
It just kind of happens as most gamer
It's built
quoted
almost
ever.
entirely out of found and recycled parts. And it's one of the most
Is it?
unusual and unfriendly games of its time.
It
In
just
it,
kind of
your task
happens,
is
bro.
simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing in the
Good
digital
evening,
world
Hana.
or
Good
in real
evening.
life has certain essential properties that give the game its
Oh, you want to know something? That's my
No
favorite.
amount of
I
forward
love
progress is
text.
guaranteed.
I love when
Are too
people
sheer
text
or too slippery.
like me
And the player
with
is
like an
constantly,
exclamation mark in the end,
unremittingly
like
in danger of
full
falling
lowercase, and then suddenly like an exclamation mark in the end.
Anyway, when you start
I don't know
Sexy
why those
Hiking,
kind of
you're
text makes me
standing next to this
happy.
dead
It
tree
just
that
seems so
blocks the way
cute.
to the entire rest of
People
the
who
game.
text like that are cute. People who
might take you
text
an
in
hour to get
lowercase
over
but
that
then like
tree.
add an
A lot of
exclamation
people
mark in
never
the
got
end.
past it.
I think you're a
Prod
cute
and
person.
poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach
I think you're
and your
kinda cute.
strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense
People
of
who only
truth
text in
that lack of
lowercase and then add a
confidence.
period in the end, I think you're
Most
scary.
obstacles in video game worlds are fake.
Do you
can be
hate me?
completely confident that you'll get through once you have the correct
People who
method or the correct equipment or
just
by
kind of
spending
add
enough time.
like a caps in the front of the
Every
letter that
pixelated
matters.
obstacle in Sexy Hiking is
What do you call it? In sentences where it matters, like cities and names and stuff
real.
like that.
Obstacles in Sexy Hiking are
You seem very
unusual,
proper.
and that
Good
makes
for
the game
you.
uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was
Hey Hana,
building
do you
this
have a
map.
cat? I do.
I'd have an
I
idea for a
do.
new obstacle.
Her name's
I'd build it,
Lily.
test it, and it would
She's
usually
very
turn out
weird.
to be unreasonably
She likes to
hard.
sniff armpits.
But I couldn't bring myself to
But,
make it easier.
But
It already felt like
it
my
doesn't really
inability
matter
to get
really.
past the new
As long as you have an
obstacle was
armpit,
my
she will
fault
be
as
there
a player
and sniff it.
rather than as a builder.
And then just
Imaginary mountains
and
build
that's it.
themselves from our efforts to
See, the
climb.
thing is,
And it's our repeated
It's not
attempts
a
to summon
she will be
that turns
she will
those
lay down
announcers
like
aside.
close to you or anything. She fucking
When you're
hates
building a
people in a
vehicle,
sense,
it feels
like in a
you.
way of like I
And that
don't
can
want to
like
be
working
close to
with sensors
humans.
and
Get away, but
mold your
I will
ideas into
sniff
a
you.
certain shape that can be played with.
It's a,
And in the
it's
process of
like
playing with
her
them,
sniffing
they begin
people
to
is like a
harden
s- like a
until
is a
they're
quick
immutable
vibe
like
check,
rock.
checking if
And at that
you
point,
know
you
like
can't change the world, not without breaking
are
it
you
into
worthy
pieces
of
and starting
me
fresh
staring
with
at
new
you?
ideas.
Let me sniff you just a sec.
For years
And then
now,
sniffs
people have been
armpit and then just
predicting
leaves you
that
be
games
after
would
that.
soon be
It's
made
like,
out of prefabricated
you passed my
objects,
vibe check.
bought in a
Okay,
store and
bye.
assembled into a world. And for the
That's
most
my
part,
cat.
that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made.
Your smell does
A lot
not
of them
pass
are.
the vibe check. Yeah, when it.
I mean they're trash in the way that
I don't
food
think
becomes
there's
trash
anyone
as
that's
soon as
ever
you
not
consume
passed the
it.
vibe check.
Things are made
Like,
to be
or like,
consumed and
like
used in a
Lily
certain
actually getting mad at somebody's
And once the
smell.
moment is gone,
Yet,
transform
even
into
if they're
art.
super stinky and they're
In the context
sweaty,
of
I don't
technology,
think she's ever
those
been mad
moments
about
pass
it.
by in
I'm starting to think that it's not even a vibe check. I'm starting to think it's like a,
Over time, we've poured
she has like
more
a
and more
memory
refuge into
of
this
like how
vast
people
digital
smell like,
landfill
how
of
people's
buildings.
armpits smell like.
It now
Not
vastly
how people
outnumbers
smell like,
and
how
outweighs
people's
the things
armpits
that are
smell like,
fresh
and she's just
and
like, I'm
untainted.
just putting you into you know
And
into
everything around us is cultural
into my
trash.
list of
Trash becomes
humans
the new
human
meat,
armpit
the
smells. You
lingua
know,
franca
don't worry
of the
about it.
digital age. You
Or
could
like
build
it's like an
culture into
information
that.
for her, like,
But
oh, you
only
kind of
trash
smell like this
culture.
person.
B
Cool.
games, B movies.
Like she doesn't really do anything with this information. She I don't think I've ever seen her like what do you call it? Act
Maybe
out of
this is
it.
what digital
After
culture
sniffing,
is.
she just kind of
A
leaves
monstrous
and like
mountain of trash
what
that
do you call it?
ash
Stare at you
heaps
from
creativity's
afar.
fountain. A landfill with everything we ever
I don't know
thought of.
I don't know what
Grand,
happened to that child. I
infinite,
feel like I
and
raised her
unsorted.
wrong. She was so loving at first.
There's 3D models
She
of
would rest
breakfast,
on my
Gen X's
lap
fanfic
and
novels, scam
like sleep
magazines,
on my
green
lap
screen
like a
Shia
cute
LaBeouf, banned
baby.
snuff scenes on live
But now
porn.
she's
Facebook's
so
got lifelike
she's
bots
in
with
her
unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor
in her
Swift
weird
mashups,
fetish phase where
car
she just
crash
sniffs
epic
people's
failed
armpits.
GIFs,
I don't know.
Russian dash
What have I
cam
done
vids,
as a mother?
discussions of McRibs,
I
discarded,
feel like I've
forgotten,
raised her incorrectly.
unrecycled,
I feel really
muddled,
bad.
rotten, untitled.
What have I done?
Everything's fresh for
Did she
about
see
6
my
seconds,
stash
until
of
some newer thing
anime girl
bubbles and we hit
armpit? Is that what
refresh.
happened?
And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of
I need to
style,
know.
out of sight.
A cultured cat. I see.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content. That's
You know
gentle,
exactly what you
that lets
did.
you churn through it, but not earn it. Why
No.
make something demanding if it just gets
Your
piled
cat
up
follows
in the
Dobure.
landfill?
Oh shit,
Piled
Lily.
with
No.
bad things.
I see. Maybe
When
Lily is
games
just a
were
big
new,
fan of
they wanted a
Dobure.
lot.
Goddamn.
Daunting,
Not again.
taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick
Lily
fix for the
caught
fickle, some
an
treats for
image
the
of
cliques of the
Dobure
feckless.
with my Dobure drawing my
That's
armpits
not
and
you,
said,
you're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat.
armpits. And developed a fetish. No, Lily,
Now I know,
please.
most likely
You're a
watching
cat.
this on YouTube
Don't
or
do that.
Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like
You
a
know
baby
what's even
bird
funnier
being fed
too?
chewed up food.
It's not just
That's
Lily.
culture too.
Milo, my friend's cat. Since we
But on
both
the
have
off chance
cats.
that you're playing
Like
this,
Milo.
what I'm saying
It's
trash
another
is
cat too.
disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be.
Milo likes sniffing feet.
What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got
So we
this
have
far. Feeling
An
frustrated.
armpit
It's
fetish
underrated.
and also a feet fetish. We have two whammies,
orange
two
is sweet,
double
juicy
whammies, bro.
Locked inside a bitter.
As if like one wasn't
not how I
enough, you
feel
know.
about a
We have another one.
I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit.
I don't know what's up with that.
It feels like
I'm starting to see a trend here. Yeah, I don't know. Are any of you? Do you guys have cats? And if you guys have cats, do your cats like to sniff you in a very specific body part? Like I do know cats like to sniff, right? But do they like to sniff a specific body part too? Because for my cats, they do. They just do. The cat that I've been with, they just like sniffing a very specific body part. For Lily, it's armpits, and for Milo, it's feet.
We have the same taste, you and I.
My cat sniffs
It's
other
not
cats' butt.
ambition.
Oh, now that's communication, bro.
Ambition's opposite.
Bro, that's not
Involved your
fetishy.
admission to
That's
taste
just
the
them
food.
trying to get to know each other for real,
You'll feel
real.
bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
Oh, I just could you not. I have one before that sniff armpit when they get on body. One of my cats likes sniffing fingers. I see. I wonder what it means. Sniffing armpit is normal. I see. Cats just like sniffing. I do know they like sniffing, but why do they like sniffing a specific body part? You know what I mean? Like sniffing anything makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if like I've given Lily my fingers, right? Like I put it close to her. She doesn't care. But once it's armpit, like I open my arm, it's just like, ah yes, sniff zone. She just comes up to me, goes, ah yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? What is wrong with you, buddy? What? Why is this your natural reaction when I open my armpit? I need to know. They just like places where your smell is the strongest. I see. Is it really? Huh. Your cat is actually chat. Oh fuck. Lily's actually NIJISANJI this entire time. God damn it. Oh god. Whoa! Woohoo! I just kind of jumped front instead of going anywhere else. That was kind of funky. Then we were exposed front. God damn it. God damn it, chat. Maybe animals sniff other animal butts because that's where scent glands usually are. Oh. Oh my god. Wait, maybe it is. Then maybe it is. Because the butt is like the most smelliest part. That's why they smell other cat butt. But human smell in armpit. But what does that make of human that smell? What does that make of cats that like smelling fingers? Does that mean you guys have stanky fingers? Is that what that is? Y'all have stanky fingers?
Have you thought about who you are?
Is that what that is?
Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes?
I need to know now.
Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow. Nor the man. Nor the
Fingers
man's
often
hand.
smell like food. Oh.
In this
I
his
see.
will, his intent,
I thought
in his
I thought it
happy
meant like you guys have like stanky, sweaty fingers or something for a second there. All right, food. It completely glossed over my mind. Holy shit, that completely glossed my mind. I was like, guys have sweaty fingers. Like that's like my immediate thought for some reason. Cause we were talking about like sweat glands, right? So my immediate thought was like, oh my god, stanky fingers. I forgot that fingers can smell like food. Holy shit, I forgot.
Granite rocks in the lakeside.
I haven't interacted with people in a while. Maybe that's why.
There's no way left to go but up. And in a moment, I'll shut up.
This is what quarantine does to me, bro.
I'm glad you came.
Wee. Ooh. Okay, there's a rock. That scared me for a second. Ah! Ah! I pushed myself too far. Bring me back. What?
I dedicate this game to you.
Oh god.
The way
That
you
big
came
rock is gonna
this
drag
far.
me. Oh, this big rock is gonna drag
I
me.
give
There it
to
is.
you with all my love.
With all his love. There you go. 43. We're getting there. We are getting there. Dedicated to all of our love, Hana. Aw, that's cute. Oh yeah, by the way, I feel like I won't have a problem talking about this because everybody already has it now, so you probably already guessed it, but how about how do you guys feel about
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at and you have to go back after spending
How do you guys
an
feel
hour
about it? I think it's
won
gonna
some
be
money
fun.
at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a
It
wedding, and then immediately
because
dropped food,
there's a lot of features there that can be explored that we don't have out here in YouTube, so I think it'll be fun.
It's harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, Like if
Not
you've
the
already had
Twitch.
a bad
Oh,
day,
sad.
then what you're
I
about to go
see.
through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back.
It's alright, but sometimes laggy for me. Yeah, that's like my main like problem too. Like a lot of the times,
Thanks for coming.
the
with
reason
me.
why a lot of people like do enjoy YouTube in the first place is because
Just call it a safe place to start.
Twitch
Like
can
the game.
lag really
Don't
bad
worry,
with some
I'll save your
ISPs
progress
here in
always,
Indonesia. If I
even
remember
your mistakes.
correctly, I believe it's the big red boy.
This
I
game is a homage
believe.
to a free game that
Correct
came out
me
in
if I'm
2002.
wrong. Maybe it's
Titled
other
Sexy Hiking.
ISPs too, but I believe the big
The
red
author
boy
of that
doesn't
is
enjoy
Jessica,
Twitch very
a
much,
mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as
which
the father of B
sucks.
games. And B games are
So
rough
like
assemblages
I
of
kind of
designers slap them together
I
very
kind of
quickly,
want to try making like
and they're often
Twitch
too rough
highlight
and unfriendly
videos
to gain much of a following.
if I do stream
They're
there,
built more for the joy of building them
because
than
I'm
as
you know
polished products.
still trying to figure out everything. But I'm kind of planning to make some
In a
sort of
certain
highlight
way,
video so you
Sexy
guys don't
Hiking
miss out
has
completely on what I
become
do
a
there.
game. It's built
And I'm
almost
going to
entirely
keep
out of
like
found and recycled
if
parts.
I
And it's one of
if
the
I
most
do it,
unusual
I'm
and
planning to
unfriendly
keep like
games of
the
its time.
story-based games in
In it,
YouTube
your task is simply
so
to
that you
drag
can
yourself
see
up a
the
mountain with a
whole
hammer.
thing without missing any
That
context.
act
But
of
for stuff
climbing,
that's like
in the digital world or in real
more
life,
of something
serve
that's like
essential
to play
properties
like
that give the game its flavor.
like Apex
No
or
amount of
Valorant,
forward
like something
progress is
that's not like a
Some cliffs,
like you won't miss out on
sheer
much if
precipices,
you miss that stream. Then I'll
and the
probably
player is
do it on Twitch or
constantly,
something, something like
unremittingly
that.
in danger
That's
of
like my
falling
plan.
and losing everything.
So I'm also going to be active on YouTube. Don't worry about
Anyway,
it.
when you start sexy hiking,
Don't
you're
worry
standing
too
next
much
to this
about
dead
it.
tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never
Awas,
give up.
dibisikin umubon lagi.
Prod and
Gak
poke
ada
at it,
umubon.
exploring
Lagi
the
gak ada
limits of your
umubonnya di
reach
sini.
and your strength, trying
Kayaknya
to find a
umubon
way
udah
up and
udah
over.
nggak pernah ngecek stream aku
There's
lagi
a
nih.
sense of truth in that
I haven't seen him in my
underdog.
chat in a while, so I don't think he ever
Most
checks my
obstacles
stream
in
ever
video game
again.
worlds are fake. You can be completely
We
confident
are
in
so
your ability
distant
to get
now.
through them once you have the correct method or the
It's fine
correct
though.
equipment,
I don't
just
care.
by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle
Twitch ads
in
are
Sexy
hellish
Hiking
though.
is real.
That's why you should get Twitch, the big Twitch,
obstacles in Sexy Hiking are real.
the payment
And that makes
services
the game
and skip
uniquely
ads
frustrating.
completely.
But I'm not sure
Because I hate
Jazzo
YouTube
intended to
ads
make it
more
frustrating.
than Twitch ads. Because like Twitch
Frustration is
ads, I don't
essential
know
to the
why.
act of climbing.
They don't really
It's
annoy me
authentic
that
to the
much
process of
because it
building
really
the
is
game
just
value.
kind of like. Cause like
Funny thing
Twitch
happened
ads,
to me as I was
you
building
usually
this
come to watch a stream
I'd have
and then
an
you
idea for a
kind of
new
stick around for a
obstacle,
longer
and
time,
I'd
right?
test it. And it would
YouTube
usually
ad,
turn out to be
however,
unreasonably
you're go to YouTube to watch
But I
short
couldn't bring
videos,
myself
right?
to make it easier. It already felt like my
And even if there is a long video, sometimes they have like a fuck ton of mid-roll ads.
Rather than as a builder.
So it's
Imaginary
pain.
mountains build
It's so much
themselves
more
by
painful to
accident.
me.
And it's our repeated attempts to reach the
Like
summit
I just
that
want to
turns
watch
those
this
mountains
30-second video. Why do I have to like
When you're
go
building a
through an
video game
ad
world,
every
you're
single
building with
time to
ideas.
watch these
And that can be like working with
30-second
assets,
videos, man?
You mold
It is
your
kind of
ideas into
painful
a
though,
certain
that
shape
part, not
that
gonna
you
lie,
play
chief.
with.
So in
And
that
the
sense,
process of
YouTube
playing
ads
with
make
them,
me a bit
they begin
more
to
like
harden and set
compared to
until they're
Twitch.
immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces.
Twitch has
and
mid-roll
starting
ads
fresh
too.
with new
And when
ideas.
watching Twitch archives. Oh. See, I've never actually tried to watch Twitch archives because I usually like try to catch streams like, what do you call it? As soon as possible. I guess ads is something you just can't avoid, huh? Don't worry guys, ads support the streamer involved. Haha. Remember to watch it or possibly click it. Clicking it also helps a lot.
Becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us
Oh my
is
god,
cultural
ad block.
trash
Ooh.
becomes the new medium.
I don't know how I feel about ad block sometimes. You know what?
But only trash
I only use it if I don't like the creator.
music,
like if I don't like that person, I'd use
this
it.
is what digital culture is.
And I'm like, if I'm like watching the video out of pure like, I wonder what they're up to. I don't wanna give a, you know, give them that. But if I don't like them, I'll just ad block. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. But if I like them, I'll watch the ad. I'll even click it. I'll even click it. That's what I do. Like I'd watch the ad and I'd click it. If I don't like you, I'm probably going to.
car
Yeah.
crash, epic failed chips,
Yeah.
Russian dashcam vids, discussions of
I'd block only when petty.
discarded,
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
unrecycled,
That I maybe support. Maybe. I'm joking.
untitled.
I'm entirely joking. Any color. I'm sorry. I'm entirely joking. By the way, don't use that block,
Until
guys.
some
Haha.
newer thing beckons,
Guys,
and
don't
we hit
use it.
refresh.
I'm making a
There's
joke,
years of
guys.
persevering,
Sweats.
disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
And I think you are not very
In
suitable
this
for.
context, it's tempting to
And I
make
think
friends
you're not very suitable for
that's
Twitch.
gentle,
You are
that
too
lets you
kind
churn
woman.
through it, but not earn it.
I-
Why make something demanding if it just gets piled
That's
up in
such
the
a funny
land,
sentence.
filed in,
Hana,
bland
I think you are not suitable for Twitch. I think you are too kind woman.
When games
Like, how do
were
I read
new,
that? Wait,
they wanted a
you
lot
are
from
too kind woman.
daunting,
It's like a comma,
besetting,
or is it like
playing
you are too kind woman?
players played stoically.
Like, how do I
Now
read that
everyone's
sentence?
turned off by that.
I feel like
They want
that's
burn
missing a,
through it quickly,
comma.
fix for the fickle, some tricks
Like,
for
I
the
feel like you're
fix for
trying
the
to.
feckless.
You're calling me
That's not
too
you,
kind,
you're an
comma
acrobat.
woman,
You
but
could
but
swallow a
you
baseball
didn't
bat.
use a comma, so my brain read it as like you're too kind woman. You're
Now,
too
I
kind.
know,
You're too
most
kind
likely
woman.
you're watching this
You know?
on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you.
Oh
Like
God.
a baby bird being
All right,
fed and
here,
chewed up
chat.
and
Here, let me give you
That's
a
culture too.
tip 101 on how to get them ladies. All right.
But on the
Never
off
refer
chance
to
you're
them as
playing
women
this, what I'm saying
or
is,
a woman.
trash is disposable,
Don't do
but
it.
maybe it doesn't have to be.
Don't do it.
What's the feeling
Don't
like?
do it.
Are you stressed?
That's like my
I guess you
biggest.
don't need to. You got
It's
this one. Feeling
it's
frustrated.
surprising that I this is a tip because it should probably be common sense, but don't refer to
An
them as
orange
women.
is sweet,
Don't
juicy
do it.
fruit locked
Don't do
inside
it.
a bitter pea.
They're not gonna like it.
That's not how I feel
You are
when I
going to
shower.
immediately be in their
I
shit
only want
list
the bitterness.
immediately.
It's coffee.
El
It's grapefruit.
pronto.
It's licorice.
It's not. They're not even gonna give you a chance. The fact that you just simply
It
refer
feels like a
to
closer knit. Composer,
people as
designer,
woman,
designer, and
you're
user.
already in their shit list. You know what I
You could have
mean?
refused, but you didn't.
Sorry. No, it's
There was
okay.
something
It's
in you
okay.
that was hidden.
I just find it funny.
Continue.
You know what? I don't get offended by that. I mostly just find it really funny that
It
you
means
just
a lot to me that
you're
you've
too
come this
kind
far,
woman.
endured this much.
But
Every wise
what do you
word,
call it?
every
For most
insensitivity,
people, it's
every
immediately in their shit
setback with
list. You know what I
forgiving
mean?
is a kingly gift that
So
you've given me.
don't do that. Try not to do that too much.
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not
Doesn't make them
ambition,
feel like anything less than a
It's
unique
ambition's
individual.
opposite.
Yeah.
an
What should we use then?
obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win. So I put this snake
A
in for
person
you.
name or the person's name or just
Have you thought about who you
or
are
like,
in this? Are you the
dude.
man in the past, Diogenes?
because I feel like
Are
dude
you
is
the
like
hand?
I don't know.
Are you the
I
top
feel
of his hand?
maybe this is just me.
I think
Dude is
not.
such a universal
When your hand
language.
moves, the hammer
It
may
doesn't
not
matter if you're
follow,
not a dude. I
nor
just
the
call you
man,
dude anyway.
nor the man's
I do
hand.
not care. Do I look like I
Unless
care?
his will
I feel like
his
dude is a
intent,
universal
an
like thing
embodied
that anyone
resolve
can
in
use.
his uphill ascent.
And usually if they get mad by it, I just go, "Ah, okay, sorry
Now,
about that. Do
you've
that."
conquered the ice cliff,
I just add an et
the
in the end.
platforms,
So
church,
like it's like Juliet,
the rectory,
dudette.
the living room,
That's what I
and the
do.
factory,
That's how I weasel my way out of that.
construction site, the
But I don't think I've
granite
ever I don't think I've
rocks,
ever gotten the chance of
You've
a
learned to hike.
from my experience, I don't think a girl has ever
There's
been
more
mad
left to
at,
go,
at
but
me
I'll-
calling them
one moment,
dude
I'll shut up.
or
Then I'll
bro.
say,
So you can call them that, I think.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came.
Hey there,
this far.
lassie. Yeah, you can call them lassie.
I give it
Or
to you
lass.
with all
That's
my
fine
heart.
too. How about babe? Oh. Oh. Oh, less than 10 minutes. Cool. Oh, babe. Oh. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do that. No, that's weird. It depends. But then again, it depends. How much do you know them? If you've only known them recently, don't do it. Oh god, don't do it. If you actually do like to, if you like talk to them in a flirty way from the first place, then I guess go ahead. But if you're just kind of normally friends with them, don't do it. Don't do it. That's
Completed your
weird.
homework the day before it was due, as I have.
But yeah, it really depends on each girl actually.
And you have
In
to
the
go
end,
back after spending an hour in the
like preference of what
If you
to
want some
call,
money at the casino,
like what do you call it?
put all your
What to
winnings
call
away
people is
and
like
then walk away.
really is up to preference of what
Got
the
your
person
best
likes to
shirt
be
dry
called.
cleaned before a wedding, and then immediately
But the general gist
If
of
you want an
it
argument
is
with your
don't call them
and
woman
then later discover
or
that
women.
they just
Don't
returned
do
to their
it.
original form.
That's very weird.
Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're
Cause
not
like
ready
what do you
for
call
that,
it?
like if
if you've already had a bad day,
like
you're about to go through
I
much
feel like
more.
it's funny because like when we're like, yeah, man, that's kind of, man is like somehow very normal, right? But I don't know why women being called
Thanks for
woman
coming with me on
is
this trip.
a bit like,
I'll understand if you have
huh.
to take a break at any point.
you know what I mean?
Just find a safe
Like
place to
there's
stop.
something odd about it. I
Don't
guess
worry,
maybe
I'll
because
save your
society
progress
doesn't use it
always,
that often
even your mistakes.
to say anything to like, what do you call it?
This game is a homage
Nobody
to
really
Freedom
uses
that came out in
that
2002.
kind of wording,
Sexy
verbiage
hype.
to anyone much.
The author of that game was Jazzuo, a mysterious Czech
Extra
designer
syllables makes it
who was known
ugly.
at the time
Kind
for
of, yeah, maybe.
B-games are rough
Maybe there's
assemblies
just too
of
much
game
syllables.
components. Designers slap them
Mayhaps.
together very quickly and freely.
Good evening,
And they're
how's your
often
day,
too
Hana? It
rough
was
and
good, thank you,
unfriendly to
Traps.
gain much of a following. They're built
How was
more
your
for the
day?
joy
I
of
hope you
building them
are
than as
doing great
polished
with work.
products.
VPN. Anjing ko sorry so manis-manis gitu,
In a
goblok.
certain way, sexy hiking is the perfect embodiment of a big
Why
game.
am I talking all sweet? I can't help it.
Almost
Fuck.
entirely out of found and
Shit.
recycled parts. And it's one of the most unusual and
I
unfriendly
didn't mean
games
to,
of
I'm
its time.
sorry. Jangan
In it,
salting ya.
your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties.
I'm not
that give the
blushing,
game
you
its
are.
flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly
Sifatnya berubah jadi soft
unremittingly
girl.
in danger of falling and
No, I just
Anyway,
apa
when you start
kebiasaan
sexy
gitu
hiking,
kalau
you're
ngelihat
standing next
apa
to this dead tree.
Hana biasanya kayak gitu kalau ngelihat viewer yang lama gitu, yang apa long time
It might
viewer
take
yang
you an
Hana
hour
kenal
to get
gitu,
up
Hana
there.
biasa langsung kayak
And a lot of people
hi.
never got there.
like
God,
apa there's like a special treatment for like old time viewers. I don't know why, I can't help it. It's a given, and I hope you understand. It doesn't mean that I hate everyone else. All right, doesn't mean that I'm being unfair. Okay, I love everyone equally. I just I've just a tiny little bit more affinity towards the older ones. That's all. And it's a given, you know. It's kind of like a, you know, you're not gonna be super duper close with like somebody that you just like got friends with, you know. Like you're gonna be closer with somebody that has been your friend for a long time. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, this is normal. Please don't be angry about it, PN.
I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually
Some
turn
of
out
us are
really
more
really
equal than
hard.
others.
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my
Defied
inability to
old
get
time.
past a new obstacle was my fault
2
as a
years?
player rather than as a builder.
2 years or two
Imaginary
2
mountains
years or
hold
2.5
themselves from our
years,
efforts to climb them.
maybe.
And it's our repeated attempts
You know,
to reach
the people that
summit
have been there
that turns
since
those
debut
mountains into
times.
something real.
Cause God, that was a long time ago.
When you're building a video game world,
It's been a
you're
while
building
since I
ideas.
debut.
And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas
Ah.
into a certain shape
Oop.
that can be played with.
I somehow
And
survived
in the
that.
process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world.
Good
Not
old
without breaking it into
2019.
pieces and starting
Weird,
fresh
ain't
with
it?
new ideas.
I feel like things started happening like in 2020
For years
that I
now,
completely
people have been
forgot that I
predicting
actually
games
debuted in
will soon be made out of
2019.
prefabricated objects, bought
And that was like
stored
when
and
NIJISANJI
assembled into a
entirely was still pretty new too. It's only been a year of NIJISANJI in 2019. I believe NIJISANJI Japan was born like around 2018. So it's only been a year of NIJISANJI at that point. Virtual to Life just came out at that point, like near the end of 2019. It's so weird. I completely forgot that like when Virtual to Life came out and then NIJISANJI ID was there, you know? So funky. Man, y'all old. I know I'm like, oh god, so old, bro. Can't help it.
When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture
2019 was 10 years old.
But
I
only
don't
trash
feel old
culture.
yet.
Big games,
Imagine if I'm still
big
around
movies,
after 10 years like that. Holy shit, that would be kind of sweet.
Maybe
I
this
would
is
love
what
that.
digital
A part of me
culture
would
is.
really like that
A
actually,
monstrous
you know?
mountain of trash, the
Being
ash
around for that long.
creativity's fountain, a landfill with everything we ever thought
It would
of,
also mean that there would be a lot of people that,
and
you know,
unsorted.
know me as like a fossil, but
There's
that would be
3D
so
models of
nice.
breakfast, Gen X's
I'd be
fan
like
film
a
novels,
like
scan
a like a
magazines, green
like an
screen
oldie
Shia
but a
LaBeouf, and
goodie
stuff scenes on
person that
Lively.
people remember.
Facebook's got lifelike bots
Like,
with
do you remember them good old
adverts and
times
candid
where it
shots
was
of
just
Kanye and Taylor Swift
where it was
mashups,
just Hana
car crash
Macchia?
epic failed
You know,
GIFs, Russian
it would
dash
be
cam vids,
kind of nice
discussions
actually.
of McRibs, discarded forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
Plenty of YouTubers been around since 10
Everything's fresh
10
for
years,
about
yeah.
6 seconds until some newer thing beckons and we hit refresh.
Although, you know one
And
thing,
there's
chat,
years of
that
persevering,
I feel like it
disappearing
should
into
be
the
a
pile,
should
out
be
of
like
style, out of
I feel like
sight.
I feel like I should talk about this, but not really, but more of like a
In this context,
friendly
it's
tip
tempting to
for
make
people who
friendly
want to be content
but it's
creators
gentle,
kind of thing.
that lets you churn through it but not earn it.
I feel like there's
Why make something
no
demand
way
if it
for
just
you to
gets
be
piled up in the landfill,
constantly in the
filed in,
limelight.
rather than
You know what I mean? Like, sure, you may have your viral
When
moments,
games
right?
when
You
they
may
wanted
have
a
your
lot,
successful moments and like
daunting you,
where you're more
taunting you,
popular
setting,
at a certain
berating
age
you,
of time.
players played
But I feel like there's no way
Now
for you to
everyone's
keep
turned
that,
off
you
by
know?
that. They want to burn through it quickly. A
There's
quick
no way
fix
you're
for the
going to be
feed,
like a
some tricks for the
extremely
clicks of the
popular
fingers.
like YouTuber all the
That's not
time.
you're an acrobat. You could
Like
swallow a
a
baseball bat.
sure, you could be like a famous one, as in like a person that's like just genuinely well known, you know? Kind of like a PewDiePie, right? Like he's just kind of like genuinely well known and everybody just knows him kind of thing. But I don't think there's ever going to be a way for somebody to be like constantly popular and in everyone's radar all the time.
What's the feeling like? Are you
So,
stressed?
Focus on building a fan base, you know? Focus on building a community instead. It's healthier that way.
An orange.
Instead of focusing
Sweet,
on
juicy fruit.
doing like really trendy stuff all the time and like figuring out original content, all this and that, you know, like trying to figure out how to keep yourself like quote unquote, oh god, I hate this word, relevant. Trying to figure out how to constantly be relevant to the masses. Like, how about you just, you know,
There was something in you that
focus
was
on building a, you know, an actual like healthy good old fan base that'll like follow you in everything you do. I feel like that's healthier in my end.
Every wisecrack,
In my
every
eyes, personally.
insensitivity, every setback
So-
you've forgiven me is a
so,
kingly gift that you've
Like,
given me.
hence why I never really bothered about like numbers and stuff
We
like
have the
that,
same
or
taste,
like
you and
I never really bothered
It's not
about
ambition. It's
playing
ambition's
popular
opposite.
games or like capitalizing
Obdurate mission,
on
taste defeat.
on streaming,
You'll
like
feel bad if
doing
you
this
win,
and that,
so I
and
put this snake in
like
for you.
constantly like appealing towards like
Have you thought about who
my
you are
viewers,
in
etc.
this?
Like I
Are you
kind
the
of
man
just
in the pot,
I kind
Diogenes?
of just want viewers that
Are you his
would
hand?
watch
Are you the top of
whatever
his
I
hand?
do.
I
No
think
no
not.
matter what it is, they're
Where your
just gonna
hand
watch
moves,
me,
the hammer
and
may
having
not
that kind
follow,
of
nor the man, nor
that
the
kind
man's
of like
hand.
sense of security with a
And this
viewer
here is
feels
will,
nice.
his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent. Now, you've
I agree
conquered
with
the
that.
ice cliff,
Somehow I feel tired seeing content
platforms,
creators trying to be girlfriend. Don't know why.
and the rectory. The
And it's
living
more
room.
important for you to have fun with the content that you want to make instead of what you think others want to see. Yeah. And I actually, honestly, a part of me, maybe this is a bit weird, but I actually don't mind. I actually don't mind people like who hasn't watched me in a while. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of like, I get a lot of comments like, "Oh my god, I haven't watched you since this," you know, like, "Oh my god, it's been such a long time since I watched you," etc. Like, "Oh, I used to watch you all the time and now I don't," and that's okay. People grow out of things. It's actually very normal.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
Duh, of course I miss you, by the way, in case you're wondering. Especially if you were like some sort of like regular chatter there. Because I tend to remember people when they're really funny and I read their chat a lot.
If you want some
So
money at
duh,
the casino,
of course I do miss
all your
you.
winnings are red. You came up
I'm looking at some of you that's been missing for a while and been really busy. Of course I miss you, you stupid goober. But
If you want an argument
I
with a
think it's
friend,
valid
then later
to
discovered
like,
that they just returned
you know,
their
prioritize real life or just in general growing out of like, you know, watching me.
If you're not ready for that,
It's okay if you don't
you've
enjoy
already
me
had a bad
anymore.
day, then what you're about to go
Because
through
change
might be
is
too much.
so normal,
Feel
it's
free to go
very
away and come
human.
back.
And
I'll be
maybe
here.
I've changed, maybe you've changed, maybe we both changed. And that's okay.
All right.
Please don't ever apologize to me for not watching me anymore. Like, I feel bad whenever people do that, because like, you shouldn't be sorry for like, you know, having a far more like, what do you call it, specific taste about like your content creators, you know? Now that we have like NIJISANJI EN and stuff like that, right? We have like so much more options compared to back then where I was like one of the few English like VTubers out there, right?
Assemblages of found objects. Designers
So
slap them together
I feel
very
like
quickly
it's
and freely.
valid that you're going
And
to
they're
like
often too rough and
be more
unfriendly
interested in
to
them
engage
and
with.
like what do you call it?
They're built more for the joy of
Have
building
like a
than as polished
what do you call it?
products.
A specific more taste. Like I like an English VTuber that's like more of this, and this. Like the market has become so big that it's honestly so valid for you to just suddenly be like, you know what, I don't really watch Hana anymore. I used to back then, but now I don't, and that's okay. You know? Don't apologize to me for it, please. If you sincerely just enjoy other VTubers, then that's fine. You know? I do enjoy a bunch of VTubers too. I change the people I watch all the time too, you know. Even I do that. Like, I used to watch this person a lot, now I watch this other person a lot, you know? It's normal. We all grow, we all change.
It might take you an hour to
And
get
it's
over
okay.
that tree. And a lot of people never got past it.
How can it be so based, boss? Is this based?
Is
Is this based? I don't know.
Find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the
Yeah, there are
correct
so many
equipment or
options
just
now.
by spending
Yeah,
enough time.
compared to back then,
In that sense,
when
every
we
pixelated
started off,
obstacle
there's so
is
many
something
options
that
of
can be real.
who to watch nowadays that it's completely understandable for you to start
Obstacles in
liking
sexy hiking
other
are
people too.
unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not
Even
sure
if I'm not
Jazzo
your Kami
intended to
Oshi
make a
anymore,
frustrating game. The
I'm still gonna
frustration
be
is
here.
just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing.
And that's comforting
Funny
to
thing
know, isn't
happened
it?
to me as I was building this mountain.
Knowing that,
I'd have an
hey,
idea
even
for a
if
new
I
obstacle, and I'd build it,
haven't watched Hana in a while, she's still
and it
there.
would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them.
And I
And it's
think
our repeated attempts
even
to
by the
build
small
something
comments of
that
like,
turns those mountains into
Hana is the
something.
first VTuber I watch and stuff, I think that's already enough to make me
When
happy
you're building
even.
a video game world,
Like,
you're
oh
building
gosh, I'm so
ideas.
glad I got to show you
And
this
that can be like
gateway,
working
you
with
know?
preset cement.
I'm glad I got to be this
Mold your
gateway of
ideas
like
into a
people
certain
enjoying
shape that can be
VTuber
played with.
content.
And in the process of playing with them,
I'm
they
very
begin to
happy about
harden
that, you
and
know?
set until they're immutable, like rock.
But at the same time, that makes me feel very old yet again the second time because I'm like, oh my
Not
god,
without breaking it into
the
pieces
first
and
one?
starting fresh with new ideas.
Has it been that long?
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of
Sorry for the
fabricated
mushy-gushy talk.
objects, bought in a store and assembled
Can't help
into a
it.
world.
Whenever I play Getting
For the
Over It,
most part, that hasn't happened.
it keeps reminding me of
Because
like
the
my
objects in the
first few
stores are
days
trash.
of streaming, and I
I don't
end
mean
up
they look
remembering
bad, they're
everything and
badly
thinking
made.
to myself,
They
damn,
go
it's
a
been a
lot too
while.
far.
You know, I get
I mean, they're
get
trash
very
in the way that food
emotional
becomes
here and
trash
there.
as soon as you
Yeah,
put
I'm
it
a
in the
very
sink.
sentimental person. We
Things
all
are
know
made to be
this.
consumed and used in a certain context.
I feel called out, but
Once
I'm
the
not
moment
funny
is
long.
gone,
So I
they
watch you less.
transform into
I watch you less because of circumstances, but I will
In
still
the
come back
context
to you
of
occasionally.
technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
And I feel like even if they don't come back, you know,
Over
like
time,
a
we've
viewer
brought more
like
and
that
more
used to watch me
refuge
doesn't
this
come back
vast
to watch
digital
me,
landfill that we call the
I wouldn't
internet.
mind either.
It now
Not in a
vastly
I
outnumbers
won't
and
miss you
outweighs
kind
the
of
things
way,
that are
but
fresh,
more of a
untainted, and unused.
hey, priorities, right?
Everything around
If
us
you
is
if you
culturally
prioritize
trash.
watching
Trash
like
becomes the new
what do you call
medium.
it, something else, or
newer
if your
franchise
interests
of
have
the
changed,
digital
because
era.
that's possible too, you
You
know.
could build culture
It's possible for your interests to change, like
but
you may
only
you may
trash
not be
culture.
interested in VTubers
B
anymore,
games,
stuff like that. And
B movies, B
if
music,
your priorities
B
change, then
philosophy.
that's normal too. You know, it's alright.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous
Watch me
mountain of
if you
trash
can.
that ashes
Don't force it.
creativity's
Try
fountain.
not to like,
A
you know,
landfill with everything we ever
revolve
thought
your
of.
entire life
Grand,
about
infinite,
for VTubers.
unsorted.
Cause I don't know, Chief.
There's 3D models of
Like
breakfast,
us
Gen
being a
X's
VTuber
fan
viewer, I
fiction
meant
scam
don't revolve your life
magazines,
around being a
on-screen
VTuber
Shia
viewer all the
LaBeouf
time.
banned stuff scenes on Live League.
Unless you're
Facebook
getting
struck
paid,
lifelike
that
bots
is,
with
because you know
unbranded
maybe you're
adverts
like
and
some sort of
shots
paid
of
mod
Kanye
to do
and
it,
Taylor
but
Swift mashups,
uh,
car crash
don't do
epic
that.
failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded,
Focus on
forgotten,
life too.
unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh.
I
for
sometimes
about
skip your
6
stream to play
seconds
with my
until
friends.
some newer thing
Aww,
beckons, and we hit refresh.
that's nice.
And there's years of
You are
persevering
valid.
disappearing
Every
into the
single one
pile,
of you is
out of
valid.
style,
How long
out
will
of sight.
Hana always be here?
No.
Good question. A
In
scary
this
question,
context, it's
actually.
tempting to make friendly
I feel like if I answer that
gentle,
seriously,
but
somebody's
you
gonna be like,
chew through it and
"Ah!"
learn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in
that
a
kind of
landfill,
question will bring so
filed
much
in
anxiety to
the
some of you
landfill?
guys. I feel so bad. Let's not go there.
When games when
You-
they want it a lot.
Everybody's gonna be like,
Daunting,
oh,
taunting you,
oh,
besetting and
no,
delaying you.
no.
Players played stoically.
no.
Now
Hana
everyone's turned
Macchia.
off by that. They
Oh.
want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless.
I'll be here for
That's not
as
you,
long
you're an
as
You could swallow a baseball
It-
bat.
time wills it? Question mark?
Now I know, most likely you're
I'll say
watching
that,
this
I
on
guess.
YouTube or Twitch,
When the
while some
time comes, the
dude
time
with 10
comes.
million views does
Because
it
with
for you.
every greeting, there's
Your
always a
baby bird
farewell
being
after
fed
all.
chewed up food.
But I'll be here
That's
as
culture too.
you know, as time goes on.
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the
But at the
feeling
same time,
Are
chat,
you stressed? I guess you don't hate it. if
Remember,
you're this far, feeling frustrated.
farewells may be
It's
very
underrated.
painful, right? For a lot of things.
An orange,
It is very
a
painful
sweet
to say
juicy
goodbye
fruit
to a thing that you
locked
really
inside
like.
a bitter peel. That's not how
But
I
it's
feel
always a
about
new chapter in
challenge.
life, you know?
I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
I know that
It feels like we're closer now.
it's probably really,
Closer
it's
and
going to be
finer.
really hard
Designer
to
and user.
say
You could
goodbye
have
to
refused,
things,
but
but
you didn't.
you
There
have
was
to learn
something in you that was
to be
hidden,
able to
that chose to
fully let
continue.
it go. But new
It means
chapters
a
are
lot to
scary.
me that you've come this
Yeah,
far,
it
endured
is.
this
It
much.
really
Every
is. I
wise
know that.
every insensitivity.
I know that very
every
well.
setback
New
you've
chapters are very
forgiven me
scary.
is a kingly gift that you've given me.
But I know you can get through it. After all of the stupid
We have
mom
the
of
same
advices
taste,
I've given
you
you,
and
I
I.
feel like you can get through it.
It's not ambition.
Oh God, I'm talking like as if I'm gonna
ambition's
I'm not
Involved
gonna
your
be gone,
ambition
chat.
to
I'm
do
so sorry for
feel bad if you win.
this is like a general
It's like the
advice.
snake
Please
in the
don't take it
fire.
as a kind of way. Please no
Have you
don't
thought
get
about
triggered.
who
I'm
you
just
are in
mostly talking in a general
Are you
sense,
the
you know,
man in the
because like,
pot, Diogenes?
I'm just talking in a general sense.
his
Don't
hammer.
freak out. Don't freak
At
out,
the top
chat.
of his hammer.
Please. Ah,
think
I'm
not.
sorry.
Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow. nor
But
the
what do you
man,
call it?
nor the man's hand.
I feel like we
In this
should,
his will,
you know,
his intent, the
we
embodied
should
resolve
normalize
of his
being
uphill ascent.
sad, but also
Now,
glad that it
you've
happened, you know?
conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room, and the factory.
Like just
playground,
remember the good
construction
times
site,
and stuff,
the
you know?
granite rocks.
Be glad that it
riverside.
happened because
You've learned to hike.
you've gotten so
Well, I
much
left
good
to go, but
experiences
in a
from that
moment,
thing,
I'll shut up.
and it's nice.
But let me say, I'm glad you came. I
Don't
dedicate
cry
this
because
game
it's
to
over.
you,
Smile because it
the one
happened.
who came to this
Yeah,
bar.
for sure.
I give it to you with all my love.
Oh God, is that a super chat? Hold on. With the growing number of VTubers, it can be hard to keep up with all your favorites, but I still it still feels like home whenever I find the time to check out your streams. Thank you for introducing me to VTubers. Aw, that's so cute. Oh God, am I falling to the very end? I still remember her scream. That is so funny. Imagine remembering somebody because of their scream. Could not be me. Actually, it's probably me, actually. All the chatting with Bennett kind of kills the mood. Stop playing Getting Over It, and it is personally affecting me. Look, Mika, I've cleared it 46 times. I ain't stopping. And we're not gonna stop until we get to 50. Dun 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 dun. Have I become old, chat? I feel like I keep talking about like life advices and like problems in life and etc. That I feel like have I become like an oldie, you know? Like I feel like I don't mention memes as often as I used to back anymore, and I'm not as updated with memes anymore, and I've just gone through like this change of like content where I just end up talking about like, you know, life is like am I? I'm getting a crisis now. I used to be such a meme lord, but what happened? Now I am a big old sentimental goofball.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop.
Welcome to midlife crisis. Fuck!
Don't worry,
You're right.
I'll save your progress,
Damn.
always.
Maybe it is
Even your
midlife
mistakes.
crisis. Nah, sometimes you just catch on. Nah, sometimes you just catch on to memes selectively. True. I am very selective with memes now. I don't meme. Not every meme is funny. But it's like I'm like I will choose a meme that I like now. I'm no longer a meme generator or a meme machine or a meme dictionary. I am just a. If I like this meme, then I'm gonna remember it.
In a certain way, sexy hiking is the perfect.
You just have to evolve to dad jokes, right? If I evolve to dad jokes, that means I've truly become old, you know. But I haven't done that yet.
And it's one of the most unusual
Yet?
and unfriendly games
Maybe?
of its time.
Somebody's gonna prove me wrong
In it,
with a
your
clip or
task
something.
is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed.
You haven't? I don't
Some
know.
cliffs are too sheer or too slippery.
Meme season is kind of bad these days. I just revisit old memes. Really? Has the memes recently been not as not as bussin'?
You're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to
Did
the
I use
entire
that
rest
right?
of the game.
Right?
It might take
Isn't
you an
bussin'
hour to
like
get over
cool
that
or
tree.
something?
A lot of people never got past it. Prod and poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and
Did I
your
use that
strength,
right?
trying to find a way up and over.
Did I
There's a
use
sense
that
of
right?
truth in that lack of compromise.
I don't know if I used
Most
that
obstacles in
right.
video game world are fake. You can be completely confident
It's
in your
50-50
ability
these
to get
days. I
through them
see.
once you have the correct method.
Cool. I'm glad that I'm not like a
time.
lunatic or anything
That
for not
sense,
being like up
every
to date with
pixelated
every meme
obstacle in
like
Sexy
I
Hiking
used
is
to.
real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are
Oh,
unyielding.
oh, you know
And
what?
that
You
makes
know what's
the
a
game
recent meme I like? I like the Morbius sweep.
But I'm not sure
Oh
Jazz
shit,
already
Morbius
intended
sweep,
to make a
bro.
frustrating game.
Oh
The
shit.
frustration is just essential to the game.
That's funny.
It's authentic to the process of building a game about it.
People clowning on
Funny thing
Morbius is
happened to me
funny.
as
I
I was
like it.
building this map.
That one is good.
I'd have an idea
It's
for
a
new
it's a it's a
obstacle,
Marvel
I'd build
movie
it,
apparently.
test it, and it
That's
would usually
about
turn out to be
vampires and shit.
unreasonably hard.
And
I couldn't bring myself to
it's
make it easier.
it's really
It already felt
uninteresting,
like my inability
and
to
nobody
get
really
past a
cares
new
about it.
obstacle was
So
my
the
fault as a
theaters
player
tend to be
rather
really
than as a
empty.
builder.
But people like to meme as if
Imaginary
it's like the
mountains
most
build
successful
themselves
movie in
from
the
efforts to
fucking
climb.
world.
And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit
People like to meme that
turns
it's
those
like
mountains
hit
into something real.
box office is like whoa, so
When you're
whoa.
building a video game
Oh,
world, you're building with
what
ideas.
cool game,
And
what
that can
cool
be like working
movie,
with
bro.
big sets
Oh
of
my
cement.
god,
You
legendary.
mold your
What?
ideas into a certain
You know,
shape
like people like to
completely.
meme it to be that.
And in the process of
And
playing
I
with
like it
them,
a lot.
they
I don't
begin
know
to
why.
harden and set until they're immutable, like rock.
That's
At
like
that point,
like it's
you
like
can't
a
change them.
image of like
Not without breaking it
I
into
forgot, is it
pieces
Dragon
and
Ball or
starting
something?
fresh
But
with
like,
new ideas.
let's fight where there's nobody around, and it's just like like
For
the
years now,
theaters
people have been
where it's playing
predicting that games
Morbius.
would soon be made out of
It's very
prefabricated
funny.
objects,
I like it.
bought in
That
a
one
store
made me
and
giggle.
assembled into a world.
Cause guess what? I
For
watched
the
it.
most part, that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash.
So that's
I
why
don't
it
mean
makes
they're
me
bad,
fun.
they're bad.
It makes me laugh. Cause I actually fully
I mean
watched
they're
it.
trash in the way
Like,
that food
I
becomes
actually
trash
went
as soon
out
as
of
you
my
put it in
way
the sink. Things
to
are meant
go
be consumed
to the
in
theaters and
a
watch
certain
it.
context.
That's
But
why
once
I
the
laugh
moment is gone,
about
they
it.
transform into garbage. In the context of
Because it was
technology,
it's so funny because I like fully
Over
watched
time,
it just out of
more
like
and more
curiosity of
refuge
right, because I was like,
vast
what is
digital
this?
landfill that we
I
call
want to
the
see it.
internet.
Because
It
like
now
I was
vastly
just curious.
outnumbers and outweighs the things that
But then I
exist
realized
in
it became a meme because it was so
when
unsuccessful.
everything around
It's
us
so
is
funny. I didn't
trash.
realize that
Trash
there was a
becomes
meme
the
until
new
after I
medium,
watched
the
it. You know what I
legal
mean?
framework of the digital age. You
Like,
can build culture
like
out of
I didn't watch it because
But
of the
only
meme.
trash culture.
I didn't know the meme
B games,
existed
B movies, B music.
until I finished watching it and went, wait, what the hell is this?
Maybe
Is
this
this
is what digital culture
Morbius
is.
sweep meme?
A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap
Would you
where
recommend it?
creativity is found.
No.
A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it.
No.
Infinite.
Watch
and
Sonic
unsorted.
2.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen
Brutally
Shia
honest.
LaBeouf
Yeah,
stuff
no,
sets on
I mean
Live.
like a
Facebook's got lifelike
I mean
bots
like
with
a-
unbranded
it's a
adverts and
movie.
shots of Kanye
It
and Taylor
exists.
Swift mashups, car
It's
crash
not
epic
bad.
failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids,
It's-
discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten,
Okay.
unrecycled.
You know what I mean? It's like a
Untitled.
just kind of background noise as you eat popcorn.
Everything's fresh
You know what
for
I
about
mean?
6
That's what I
seconds,
did
until
at
some
least.
newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh.
Although to be fair, there is some
There's
jump scare
years of
moments in the fucking
persevering
movie, and I freaked the
disappearing
fuck
into
out
the
because I'm a
pile,
pussy
out of
like that,
style,
and
out
I
of
hate
sight.
horror movies. So that little bit of there's a little bit of those bits of horror in it that makes me piss my pants, kinda. Not gonna lie, Chief. I am in fact a big wuss, you know.
Make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the land.
Can't help it. That's like the only part where I emoted something, but yeah.
When games were new, they wanted a lot from you, daunting you, taunting you, resetting.
There's some real good horror
delaying you,
scenes. Yes,
players
some.
played stoically.
Just
Now everyone's
like a
turned off
good
by
like
that. They wanna
few,
burn
to the
through
point
it
that I'd
quickly.
say
Quick
just
fix
if you
for
want to
the
look for the
quick
horror
fix,
scenes, just look it
clicks
up on
and
YouTube or
effects.
something.
But that's
Like
not
I
you,
wouldn't
you're
say
an
it's
actor.
worth it to actually like,
Swallow a baseball bat.
you know, pay money, that much money, because
Now,
like
I
you know
know,
theaters are
most
kind of
likely you're watching
expensive.
this on YouTube
So,
or Twitch, while some
I
dude
wouldn't
with
say it's
10 million
worth it
views does it for you.
for the
Like a baby bird being fed
for the
sugar
money.
food. That's
But
culture
yeah.
too. But on the off chance that you're playing this,
Popcorn is primary
saying
activities.
it, trash is
Morbius is
disposable,
secondary.
but
Truly,
maybe
it is.
doesn't have to be a project.
I love popcorn.
What's the feeling like? Are you stressed?
I
guess
am
you
a
don't
I'm a
have it.
big
Got this
lover of
far, feeling
popcorn.
frustrated. It's underrated.
I hate it. I hate love it because popcorn is so
An
tasty and
orange,
nice,
this sweet,
but also
juicy
it's
fruit
so
locked
salty,
inside a bitter peel.
so it's so painful
That's
to
not
eat
how
sometimes.
I feel about a challenge. I only want
Cause
the
like it's so salty that you have to drink a lot of water right after.
It's
In that
licorice.
sense, cause I usually eat salted popcorn, not the
It feels like
caramel
we're
ones.
closer now. Composer and climber, designer and
I
user.
don't think I've ever ate caramel
You could have
popcorn
refused, but
or
you
sweet
didn't.
popcorn.
There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Never felt like it. Hey Snake, sorry I
It
bumped
means
your
a
head
lot
with
to
my
me that
pot.
you've come this
That
far,
must have been very
endured this
uncomfortable.
much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me.
Are you
is a
guys
killer
caramel
gift that you
popcorn or are
give
you
me.
guys salt popcorn gang? I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make a poll. I'm curious. There you go.
We have the same taste, you and I.
We'll
It's
find
not
out
ambition.
what the answer
Ambition's
is.
opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
Does kettle count as salt? What the fuck? That's so funny. Maybe? What is the natural taste of popcorn? I don't think it has a taste, does it? It just kind of like tastes like popcorn, but doesn't actually like have a
Have you thought about
strong
who you
taste or
are?
anything, right? That's why
Are
people
you the
season
man
it
in the pot
with salt and stuff, right?
Diogenes? Are you his hand?
Or am I insane?
Are you the top of his hammer?
Or was there a
not.
taste in popcorn this
Where
entire
your
time?
hand moves, the hammer may not follow.
It tastes like air.
Nor the, nor the man's hand.
I don't know why
The
that's
mystery
funny.
is will,
Shit.
his intent, the embodied resolve.
Popcorn
in his upheld
tastes like
attempt.
air. Also, holy shit, I didn't know I could get stuck here. How weird. Need to be butter and salt for it to be good. I see. Butter popcorn not included? Oh! Wait, butter popcorn's really good too. Shit, you're right.
Now, you've
Is there butter popcorn in like
church
theaters?
and the rectory,
I don't think I've
the
ever.
room and the
I
factory,
don't think I've ever
playground,
like what do you call it?
the granite rocks, and
I
the
don't think I've
lakeside.
ever gotten that option before. I never
You've
never
learned to
noticed.
hike.
I just kind of get
There's no
salted
way
just
left to go
just
but
so that I
up.
don't
In
think.
a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm
Some
glad
theaters have it. Oh my god, that's so nice. Salted butter. Oh. They have a machine where you can butter your own popcorn. What the fuck? What the fuck? Technology. Holy shit.
I dedicate this game to you.
That's pretty
The one who
goddamn
came
impressive,
this
bro.
far.
Not gonna lie.
I give it
Clear?
to you with
Clear?
all my
Clear?
heart.
Clear? No? Okay, fine. They have butter pumps in some I see. Okay, clear here. Okay, cool. We don't have that. We definitely don't have that machine in here in are you trying to say Malaysia? I'm sad now. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Theaters have butter pumps here usually. Holy shit, that's so cool. Holy shit, that's so cool. Technology, bro. Can't believe it. Wait, apa itu? Kapan next song, Mbak? Maksudnya? Hah? Kapan next song maksudnya apa? Kayak cover kah? Lagu-lagu nyanyi-nyanyian gitu? Cover song maksudnya? Gimana? Kapan next song? Maksudnya? I think they meant next cover. Oke, kalau masa cover, kapan ya? Hana banyak project sih sebenarnya. Yang perlu dilakukan. I'm sorry, Mr. Mixers and Mr. Tuners. I actually have a few projects ongoing, so they're coming. I don't know when, but they're coming.
And then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad
Next
day,
cover is yes.
then what you're
Yeah,
about to go through
yeah.
might be too much.
Next song
Feel
itu
free to
yes.
Go away and come back. I'll be here.
Coming soon. Not soon. I don't know if I want to say coming soon. I feel like I'm scamming you if I say that. Like, I could say coming soon and it would be like freaking next year or something, and I'd feel really
I'll save
bad.
your progress, always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002.
It's coming. Yeah, there you go. I like that one more. It's coming. Cover song. It's coming.
And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together.
It's somewhere
very
out
quickly
there
and
in the world.
they're often too rough
It's
and unfriendly
it's
to get
approaching.
anyone to follow. They've got more of the
Estimated
joy of
time,
building
I don't know.
than is possible.
But it's approaching. It is
In a certain way,
maybe a little
sexy
stuck in
hiking
traffic.
is
Not gonna lie, but he said
entirely
he'll do it. He'll arrive. So let's
It's one of the most unusual and
we'll-
unfriendly
we'll-
games
we'll
of its
wait.
time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress
It's
is
always stuck in
guaranteed.
traffic. What do you mean?
Some
True.
cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire.
I think
rest
he
of the
lied. He
game.
doesn't even have a car.
It might take you an hour to get over that tree.
No, he's going through with public transport. You know. I think he's coming.
Trying to find a way up and
Why would
over.
he lie to us and
There's
say
a
that
sense
he's
of
coming, but
truth
he's not
in that
actually
lack of
coming?
compromise. Most obstacles in video
That
game
would be
worlds
very
are
mean
fake.
of him.
You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method.
He walking.
you know, just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle is
he's he's on the way in a very moderately walking speed.
and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzo intended to
Shit,
make
I
it
almost
frustrating.
fell through that.
The frustration is just essential
Oh my
to
god,
the
I
act of
almost fell
climbing,
through
and
that.
it's authentic to the
Oh, that would've been
process
so
of
bad.
building a game about climbing.
Okay,
A
okay.
funny thing happened to me as
Okay, I
was
feel like we can end it because Salted seems to have won by quite the landslide. So apparently, Chad likes salted popcorn.
I'd
A
have an
majority
idea
of
for
it,
a
at
new
least.
obstacle, and I'd build it,
Not everyone,
test it,
but
and it would
hey,
usually
me
turn
too.
out to
I
be
like it
unreasonably
too.
hard. But I couldn't bring myself
But what
to
is
make
the
it
appeal
easier.
of like
It already felt like my
caramel or
inability
like
to
sweet
get past the
popcorn?
new obstacle was my fault as a player.
Does
rather
it make
than
you?
as a
Does it not make you thirsty?
Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them. And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with
They're
thick
not
cement.
salty, not too
You
much.
mold your ideas into
It's
a certain
chewy.
shape that you
Oh,
played with. And in the
chewy.
process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set.
That's so
until they're
interesting.
immutable, like
What do
rock.
you mean? Oh,
And at that point,
I'm trying to
you're
imagine the
unchangeable.
texture.
Not
Now that
without
you said
breaking
chewy,
it
no,
into
my brain is like,
pieces and
whoa,
starting from
whoa, whoa, what?
For years now, people have been
Chewy.
predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
Yes, the sweet and savory
And
combo
for the
is
most
good.
part, that
Try
hasn't
it.
happened. Because the objects in
I
the
should try
stores
it
are
then next
trash.
time I go to the
I don't mean they
cinemas.
look bad or that they're badly made,
watches, I end up hating it.
I mean, they're
Although then
trash in a way
again,
that food
I'm
becomes
like
trash
impartial
as
to
soon as you
sweets,
put it
you know what I
in
mean? Like
food.
sweets,
Things are made to be
I
consumed
sometimes
and
like
used in
them,
a certain context.
sometimes I
Once the
don't.
moment is
It's a hit or
gone, they
miss.
transform into garbage.
I'm a sweet tooth,
In the
but
context
also
of
not really.
technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
Like sometimes I would be like, oh man, this thing so
Over
freaking good,
time,
and
we've
sometimes I would be
poured
like,
more and more refuse into this
now
vast
this is too
digital
sweet.
landfill we call the internet. It now
Same with
vastly
salt,
outnumbers
too.
and outweighs the things that are
Oh,
fresh
but actually
and
I'm
untainted
far
every
more
day.
like, I'm actually like far more like
Everything
sensitive to
around
salt.
us is
I
cultural
hate,
trash. Trash
I
becomes
don't
the
know
new
why.
medium,
I hate
the
it when
lingo
things are too
hangout of the
salty.
digital
They
age.
make me very, they make,
You can build
I'm
culture
a
out
very,
of
I'm
it,
very like,
but only
my
trash
taste bud for
culture.
salt is
B
like
games,
like
B
jacked
movies,
up to like a
B
good
music,
110,
B philosophy.
like far more than a normal person. So like somebody would be
Maybe
like,
this is what digital culture
like
is.
like like
A
like I
monstrous
like I
mountain
can
of
just
trash,
anything can be
ash
too
of
salty for me for some
creativity's
reason.
fountain.
I don't know
A
why.
landfill
It's
with
just
everything
salt.
we ever thought of in it.
That
Grand,
specific taste
infinite,
makes me very like,
unsolid.
this is too salty, you know.
There's 3D models of breakfast. Gen X's fan
Too much salt can ruin
Scan
everything.
magazines,
Yeah.
green screen Shia LaBeouf,
But I feel
famous
like
stuff
sometimes
scenes
like
on
people
Wi-Fi.
around me are like, it's
Facebook's
not
got
actually
lifelike bots
that
with
salty.
unbranded adverts and candid shots
But
of
they would be
Kanye
like
and Taylor
people that
Swift
would like,
mashups,
you know,
car crash epic fail
actually like
shifts,
salty
Russian
things. That's why they
dashcam
think
vid,
it's not too salty. You
discussions
know
of
what I mean?
McRibs, discarded,
Like that's
forgotten,
I think I keep thinking that might be the case.
rotten,
But because there's so many people that just like salt, it makes me feel like I'm the odd one for not liking it as much, and makes me think maybe it isn't too much salt, and maybe maybe it's not actually that bad. Oh shit! Oh my god, that was amazing. Okay,
In this context,
that was it. That's how I could fall from the snake to the
gentle,
bottom of the
that lets you
snake.
churn through it,
Very
but not
pog.
earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in?
I put a small amount of salt on most things, but never that much. I see.
When games were new, they wanted a lot. From
It's so interesting though.
taunting you.
Am I
setting,
insane?
delaying you.
Do you guys
Players
how do
played
you guys feel about salt?
Now
Do you like it a
everyone's turned
lot,
off by that.
or are you just
They wanna
like
burn through it quickly.
not too
Quick
much?
fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of
Or
the
do you not
thankless.
mind things that are too salty? Would
That's
you be
not
like,
you, you're an acrobat.
it's too salty?
You could swallow a
Pog.
baseball bat.
I'll eat it anyway. You like it
Now,
just
I know,
enough? I
most
see.
likely you're watching this on YouTube
I love
or
salty food.
Twitch,
Salty food
while
is
some
great.
dude
Oh
with
wow,
10
see?
million views does it
It's
for
so
you.
common. People
Like a
like
baby
salty
bird being
food.
fed chewed up food.
I feel like I'm the
That's
odd
culture
one
too.
sometimes because I generally don't like it too much. Huh.
But on the
I
off
can consume
chance
a lot
that
of
you're
salt until I
playing
realize I
this,
consume too
what I'm
much. Depends on
saying
how I'm
is,
feeling. I like all
trash is
salty things that are
disposable,
considered too
but maybe
salty.
it
Oh,
doesn't
there you
have to
go.
be
See?
approachable.
She
What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated?
How interesting.
It's underrated.
Because we have rice
An
to
orange
cover it
is
too,
sweet, juicy
kinda.
fruit locked
Oh,
inside a bit of
rice.
milk.
Well, I mean
That's
that
not how
changes
I feel about
everything.
a
Having
shower.
rice
I
when
only
you're
want the
eating salty
bitterness.
like
It's coffee.
fish or something.
It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Wait, ikan asin tuh
It feels like
bahasanya
you're closer
apa?
now.
Salty
Composer and
fish?
timer, designer and user.
Is that what
You
it's?
could have refused,
Is that what
but you
I
didn't.
call it in
There was
English?
something in you
What do
that
you
was
call
hidden,
it?
that you
Salty
wanted to
fish?
continue.
Salted fish or
It means a
salted
lot to
fish?
me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wise
Right.
every
That makes more
insensitivity,
sense. You're right.
Every setback you've forgiven.
I don't know. I don't know.
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat.
Ego muzukashi.
You'll feel bad if you win.
Ego
I'll put this snake
muzukashi.
in for you. Have you thought about who you are?
Salty
in this?
fish.
Are you the man
I
of
can't help it.
God
Okay,
Diogenes?
okay.
Are you his hand? Are you
Um,
the top of his hand?
it's called ikan asin in Indonesian, right? Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. My brain was trying to translate Indonesian to English, so that's why. So it's called ikan asin in Indonesian. So if I translate ikan, it's fish. But if I translate asin, my brain doesn't immediately go to salted. It goes to salty because asin is usually a way for somebody to describe a taste rather than it being like an actual like a food that's salted. You know what I mean? Like no, I don't. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. My Indonesian is very dumb, but I don't think anyone says makanan ini telah diasinkan. Like nobody said this food has been salted. Like there's no like I don't think there's a word for that. Palingan sudah dikasih garam or something, but nobody says like something like that. So like trying to translate ikan asin, my brain will immediately think salty because because there's because that's what the word is actually used for usually. It's usually to describe something that's salty instead of it like being like something that they do to a dish. So my brain dumb. Asin can be used for the word brine. See, but it's a completely different word, right? So hard. Indonesian is difficult. Push me to the rock, please don't push me down. No, no. Oh! Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well, I'm stuck now. Down I go. Sure. Down I go. Yep. See, this is it. This is what kills my runs, because I get stuck there. And I immediately, just kind of get stuck there. Alright, 48. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting there. We're almost there. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's your best time? I think I posted it in my sub account. I forgot what it was. I completely forgot. Is it like a 6 minutes or something? I don't know. 7 or 6 minutes?
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home, and you have to go back.
7 minutes, I thought. Yeah, okay. And it's probably 7 minutes. It's like 7 minutes, but like slightly less, maybe. I think. I'm not sure actually. I completely forgot. I don't take note of my speed this time because I don't really care.
Starting over is harder than starting up.
I didn't take note of it because I didn't care. I just screenshotted it and posted Twitter and just hoped that my chat would remember.
I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have
Not
to take a
speedrunner
break at
mindset.
any point.
Yeah.
Just find a safe
For
place
sure,
to
for
stop
sure.
and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always.
Even your mistakes. I like talking.
This game is a homage to a free game
Talking over Bennett.
2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was
You know what I think Bennett could do? That would be really funny. What if he like holds like some sort of like... What if he appears in a convention or something? And he starts reciting the words from Getting Over It? And then like everybody in the viewers are just start following him, and exactly by his like enunciation and words, and by the way he's saying it. I want that to happen. That sounds hilarious. Like it's just a hive mind of like people that's played this game way too much, and like can like follow his exact word and the exact timing and everything. That would be scary. I kind of love it. Freaky shit like that sounds funny as hell.
Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly.
I just grabbed a drink and now you're here. Yeah, that happens.
Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength.
But I thought he used to be my boss, and I used to think about doing this in meetings.
There's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise.
For real?
Video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through
For
them
real?
once you have
That's
the
so
correct
good.
attitude or the
Fuck
correct
yeah,
equipment,
do
or just
it.
by spending enough
You should have
time.
done it.
In that sense,
That's past
every
tense, so he's not your boss anymore, so that's kind of sad. Damn it, you should have done it, bro.
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unusual,
You had the chance.
and that makes the
You had the
game
chance
unique
to
from
do it. Why didn't you do it?
I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating
It's
game.
funny.
The frustration is just
Yeah, not my boss
essential to the
anymore.
act of
Damn it.
climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this
It's alright.
game. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle.
I guess now it's just gonna be stuck in your mind. Maybe if you meet him
And it would
again.
usually turn out to be
And if he remembers you, you know? Like if you get to see him again,
bring myself to
and he
it.
goes, "Hi, how have you been
It already
doing?"
felt like my inability to get past the new
It feels like
obstacle
we're closer
was
now.
my fault
Composer
as a
and
player
climber.
rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb.
An orange.
And it's our repeated
This is-
attempts to reach them that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world...
When you're building a video game world. Yeah, do that one. Oh god, what's the funniest quote from this fucking game that you can say to Bennett Foddy in his face?
And in the process of playing with them, they begin to...
I feel like that one is funny. In the video game world.
Like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world.
Holds an orange. An orange. Shit.
Starting fresh with new ideas. For years now,
That's so
people have been
funny.
predicting that games would soon be made
I'm
out of
glad you
fabric
came.
objects, bought in a store, and
Oh my
assembled
god,
in a
that's so
world.
funny.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad,
Or
but
like
that they're bad
Bennett
made.
be like, what do you call it? He's like in the middle of like
Trash in the way that food
trying
becomes
to like
trash as soon as
develop a
you
new
put it in the
game,
sink. Things are made to be
and then he
used in a
like
certain
forgot to
context.
save it, and
But once
his
the moment
PC
is gone,
crashes.
they transform into garbage.
Oof, you just lost a lot of
In the context
progress.
of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured
Like
more
we
and
should
more
be glad that
resources
Bennett
into
can
this
only
vast
like diss
digital
us over
land
here
of the internet.
in this
Now
game
vastly
particular.
outnumbered
Imagine if he's
in
always
ways
there
that
to
keeps
narrate
them
our
fresh
lives.
and untainted energy.
Like we have a project we haven't
Everything
saved.
around us is
Oof,
cultural trash.
you just lost a
Trash
lot of
becomes the new
progress.
medium,
That's
the
deep
lingua
frustrations.
franca of the
A real
digital age.
punch in the gut.
And you can build culture out of
You don't want him to say that to
But
you.
only trash culture. Be games,
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
be philosophy.
That sentence always stuck in my head when he says like, that's a real punch in the gut, you know? Because like he always says it when I fail the shortcut, the slide shortcut. So it's not even like an actual punch in the gut. I just fell from like the shortcut. That's it. It's not actually me falling really deep down or anything. I just so happened to fall from that one little shortcut. And he's like, oof, you just lost a lot of progress. It's a real punch in the gut right there, buddy. And I'm like, I mean, it isn't, but okay. I just like that voice line actually triggers, you know, when I fail the shortcut, because he just sounds so upset about it, like, oof, that's a real punch in the gut, buddy.
Disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Oh no, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
In this context,
Like he sounds so upset about it when he says that.
That lets you churn through it, but not earn it.
He's trying to
Why
be
make something
sympathetic
demanding
somewhat.
if it just gets piled up in the landfill?
Like, oof,
Filed
sorry
in
about
with
that.
the bland things. When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You can
I'm an
swallow a
acrobat.
baseball bat.
I can swallow a baseball bat. Yeah, I sure can,
Now,
buddy.
I know. Most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you.
No,
Like a baby bird being
they're
fed
not
sugar.
doing it for me. Oh,
That's culture too.
Jesus, where am I falling? Okay, there it is. Up.
But on the
Bleh.
off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable.
He hasn't finished
What's the
talking.
feeling like?
See, I told you, when he doesn't finish talking, it's usually like around 7 or 8 minutes. I told you. I told you. See? 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 My timer man. See? Shut up. Shut up. One more to go, guys. Last one. I dedicate this run to all of the memories I had when I played this, which is a lot, and it's a lot of fun. This is a history in the making in this channel. I went through a lot of things during this game, so I dedicate this game to the birth of Apue, you know? Like, look, even the pot is like really shiny gold and everything, you know?
That they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for
It
that,
all started
like if
here.
you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
And it's kind of emotional,
All right.
really.
Thanks
Really
for coming with
emotional,
me on this
actually.
trip.
Yeah, guys, keep sending upway. Keep sending upway. I'm just gonna stay silent, and you guys keep sending upway
Don't worry.
as I try
I'll
to
save
clear
your
this.
progress, always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazzo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects.
Wait. I gotta make it correct. You know, we gotta do this properly. It's the last run.
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished
We
products.
gotta do it properly, chat. We gotta send this game off properly
In a certain
with the
way,
correct
Sexy
BGM.
Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and
これが
unfriendly games of its time.
最後のラン
Your
だ。
task is simply to drag yourself up a
この後
mountain
に
with a
も
hammer.
うこのゲーム遊べ
That
ない
act。of climbing,
もう疲れた。
in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor.
ちゃんと
No amount of forward
さよならの
progress is
BGM をこれにしよう。
Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over.
Somebody could make like an
There's a
entire
sense
compilation of
truth
me trying
in
to
that
clear
lack
this
of
game, huh?
compromise. Most obstacles in video
Like,
game worlds
my
are
past
fake.
streams
You can be completely
and
confident in your ability to
my
get through them
and everything.
once you have the correct method, or the correct equipment, or just by spending enough time.
Thank you for the upload.
In that
Let me
sense,
send it like this.
every
That's good
pixelated
too.
obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
That makes me very happy too.
The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd
Look
have
at
an
you guys
idea for a
using your
plot,
free super chat to
and
say
I'd build
upway.
it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder.
Look at the
Imaginary
real
mountains
super
build
chat saying
themselves
upway.
from our efforts to climb them. And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into
There's an
something.
imposter among us. Dun, dun,
When you're
dun,
building a
dun.
video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas. For years now,
Oh
people have
no,
been predicting
it's
that games
okay.
would soon be made out
As
of
long as we
prefabricated
clear it,
objects, bought in a store,
doesn't matter.
and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
Still not a complete throwback with the Hana getting teased.
Over time,
No,
we've
I don't
brought
wanna
more and
trouble
more
everybody.
effort to this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers.
And also, it won't work.
They're fresh,
I can free talk completely with playing the game, so I don't think
everything
the
around
teasing
us
would
is
work
constantly
actually.
Trash
Or will
becomes
it?
the new medium, the lingua franca.
Upway,
of the
thank you
digital
for the
age.
upway.
And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is.
Whenever he
A
says B
monstrous
games,
mountain
I'm
of
always like,
trash,
huh, B
ash
movie.
of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models at breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen.
Look at you guys still going up with. Thank you. Keep going. Don't stop until I finish the run, okay? Can't stop saying upwit until I finish it. Even if it means I'm gonna finish it for a very long time, you can't stop saying it. Until I get to that fitty.
Unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight. In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
Alright,
When games win
oh
you,
god, what is that
they want
noise?
a lot from you.
A distraction!
Daunting you,
It appeared!
haunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically.
Oh,
Now everyone's turned off by that.
is that...
They want to burn through it
Ah.
quickly. A quick fix for the fickle.
I
some
hear a
clicks for the
doom.
clicks of the feckless.
It's distracting.
That's not
No,
you.
guys,
You're an acrobat.
don't get
You
distracted.
swallow a baseball
Keep
bat.
saying apo... Keep saying apoe.
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you, like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too. But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like?
Alright, guys.
Are you stressed?
We're getting
I
here.
guess
We're
you're
getting
okay
there.
if you got this far,
We are
feeling
already here.
frustrated. It's underrated. An orange is sweet, juicy.
Oh, he said
fruit
orange.
locked
It
inside
took a
of
bit
liquid.
longer than usual, but it's
That's
okay.
Not how I feel about a challenge.
All that matters is
I only
clearing,
want the
guys.
bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Ooh.
It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't.
Alright,
There was something in
We're
you
in the
that
bucket.
was hidden, that chose to continue.
thank you.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity,
Come on.
every setback
Come
you've
on,
forgiven me
Bucket.
is a kingly gift that you've given me.
Come on, Bucket. Come on, Bucket. Come on,
We have
little
the same
bucket.
taste, you and I.
Come on, you little
It's not
bucket.
ambition. It's ambition's opposite.
Let me
An
ride.
obdurate mission to taste
Let me
defeat.
go. Apopoe.
You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in
Let
for
me
you.
do it, please. Let me go. Apopoe. Please. Don't swing too much like that. I can't reach it. Let me go. Apoe. Let me go. Apoe. Apoe. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. Oh. I sound like the getting over it guy. Oh. It's like the exact noise he makes. No, it's not. I'm sorry. And now Bennett's gonna whisper to my ear.
Have you thought about who
Yes.
you are in this? Are you the man in the pot,
Are you a
Diogenes?
genius?
Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer?
Apoe.
I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow. Nor the man,
Apoe.
nor the man's hand.
Apoe.
In this here is will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Apoe.
Now, you've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms,
Apoe.
the church, and the rectory,
Apoe.
the living room and the factory, the playground, the construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike.
Apoe.
There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
Apoe. Alright. Ise no. Apoe. Apue!
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far. I give it to you with all my love.
Apue? I can't clap. Apue! Apue? 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 1, 2, Apue! Apue! This closes a chapter in our lives. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching my stream and being here. This was an end of an era. It's the end of an epic saga. Yes, it is. Thank you all so much. If you're give it a round of applause for getting over it. We went through so much in this game. So many feelings. We had anger, we had joy, relaxation, comfort, embarrassment. So many emotions were felt throughout the entirety of this game. And here we are. And now I can say Otsuhana to this game once and for all. We finally got over it. So over it. Let me take a picture. Otsukaresama. Bye bye. No shiny pot for you. Bye bye. Alright, I'm taking a break next week. You're probably not gonna see me stream much, in case anyone's wondering. So, see you for a while, actually. Happy holidays, happy Eid. Bye.